I did not put us on the starting soon screen. We are live immediately.
Wow.
It's fine. It is what it
That's
is.
good.
I just clicked the wrong
Because I'm
thing.
not even ready, so that's good.
Fuck it. We ball. We'll be back in a second.
No.
Yeah, I know. I just forgot to click the button. It's not that bad. Not that big a deal. Yeah. Hmm? Correct. Leveled up after the last episode. Oh. PB immediately subbed. Yeah. By the way, we made affiliate. Oh, sweet baby fucking Jesus. Christ almighty. I don't think I can I don't have I don't have shout outs. Yeah, probably. Yeah. It's like the first, what, 3 people, right? Yeah. I, I have also realized we're not muted. Anyway, or I'm not muted. It is what it is. I'm so good at this streaming thing, guys. there's always a chance. All right, are we ready? Well, still waiting on Akito. Yeah. We don't even have emotes yet. I just set this up yesterday. Cuz I was like yeah, while we have people in chat, what kind of emotes do you guys want? Yeah, beholders, vecnas, gelatinous cubes. There's all kinds of like owlbears, kobolds. We were looking at a ton of different like packs and stuff. There are zombies. There is chainmail armor. Oh, we don't have zombies in chainmail bikinis that I know of. I'll look. Yeah, Twitch. All right. While we're waiting on Akito, I think we should go ahead and start because we. All right, we'll go ahead and go ahead and go.
I feel like I'm missing something that I normally have on my desk.
What are you missing? That's the question.
I've got my notes. I've got my dice.
Where's your meta?
Where's your head?
I don't think we're missing anything. Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome one and all back to Once Upon a Tabletop, where we tell mind-shattering tales, if you're Sammy, using tabletop RPGs. My name is Shane Rachels. I'm your host and Dungeon Master, joined once again by our level 5 now party. Our very first campaign, and we are starting a new arc with episode 9 today, so prepare yourselves. We're going to start off really hard. But first, we got to get through some stuff. We got to do some recaps because it's been 2 weeks since we played. And we got to catch everybody else up on what's going on. Three weeks.
We didn't get a chance to say hello, everybody.
Yeah,
say hello.
What the fuck is this?
Look, I was thrown
Hi.
off.
Thank you, PB.
I was thrown off, and I was trying to figure out where to throw in the thank you to the wonderful PBJ who just gifted us 20 subs. And thank them for subbing themselves, and thank Nox. I don't know if I should thank Nox.
You should.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, thank you, Nox, for subbing to your own channel, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. PB. Happy birthday.
But yeah,
Happy birthday.
big shout out to PB and happy birthday from the entire Once Upon a Tabletop crew. So let's get this back on track. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
We are going to jump into episode 9 and again start a brand new arc. But first, we're going to do some quick announcements. First off, we have officially made affiliate. Still have to get some emotes and stuff in. You guys can now sub. That does unfortunately mean you guys are also going to be seeing some ads here and there. Sorry, it's to help the channel. But we hope that, you're okay with that. If you're not, let us know, I guess, but it is what it is. The second thing is that we won't be interacting with chat directly during the episode. If you want to interact with us, ask us questions, talk about the episode, all that kind of stuff, stick around for bonus action, which will be at the end of the episode. That's when we'll all hang out and do the whole chatting thing. And the last thing we need to do before we jump into the episode is do a recap. Does anybody want to volunteer? Because especially the end of last episode was pretty intense. I think that last episode in general threw all of you guys for a loop. So
I hope that's pointing at you since you did the big recap.
no, that is
not saying not it, because if so,
That's not
that
it.
is- that is the classic not it.
Oh, y'all really want me to do it? Okay, so session 8, right? I'm just starting from this. And this isn't gonna make very. Anyways, it says, "Battle time, bitches. Beat the fuck out of that hoe. Found a sort of journal. Margins in the notes. Power of a mortal soul. Battery that powers is V. No, sorry. Battery that powers.
Sammy.
V was right.
Sammy, please stop. Can somebody else do the recap, please? For the love of God.
I don't know why y'all let me do this.
All right, fine. I'll do the damn recap. All right.
That was atrocious.
Oh, this one's awful. Terrible to look at, really.
All right. We fought
That's
Bryn the Inventor. Beat him up pretty well. Left whatever where we were, met up with Menosha. She tried to transport us back to Astra. In the middle of it, we were sidelined. We were taken out of the teleport spell and thrown someplace else into a ship with some guy named the Ardent. The Ardent, who is working as the executioner for the Council of Elders, which is a collective of high ruling body of gods. Menosha has been sentenced to death for heresy and conspiracy. They go and fight, but not before Aggy gives Menosha a bardic inspiration.
We'll D6 in these trying times, if you will.
Yep. And then we were just like, hey, we're in this place we don't know anything about. Let's go look around. Solved a mirror puzzle. Fought a desk drawer and got our asses beat. Went through the portal, or the mirror puzzle, into another small claustrophobic cave with a pedestal that had a 7-pointed star, a bowl, and a knife, and
Reyleth almost died.
Reyleth, in her infinite wisdom, immediately picked up a knife, cut her hand, bled into a bowl, and was crushed upon the weight of a billion million people screaming in her head, fealty, fealty, fealty. Yeah. And while we were trying to do something, she just like, all right, fine, I swear fealty. And then she had to ask a single question, or she got to ask a single question to Ao, which was stop the pain. She became healed, walked out the portal, and there was Menosha just laying there, cut to shit, basically dying.
Yep. Very solid recap. Much better than whatever the hell it was Sammy was doing. There was one detail.
Yeah, that's the taste of my brain.
Oh, yep. We also learned that Menosha's real name is Kane.
Cayenne.
Cayenne pepper.
Yeah. Cayenne pepper.
Cayenne pepper. Cayenne.
Okay.
Yeah, cayenne pepper.
Was that the part I missed?
Yep. That was the detail. And you guys may have learned Menosha's true name. So let's all get in the headspace and settle down. You guys are walking back into the quarters on the ship that you have now found yourselves teleported to. You guys have been kind of exploring around for about an hour or so, relatively. There are tapestries on the walls, which you guys have rearranged. There's a small bed kind of pushed up against the wall, a desk with some papers and stuff, that whole, kind of classic quarters feel. Everything is very plush. Everything is very high-end, I guess is what you would say. And as you guys are coming out of the portal, Reyleth, struggling just a few minutes ago, but now kind of back at full health, and you guys are rushing out, hoping that whatever it was that happened inside the mirror doesn't continue to happen outside. You all exit to find Minosha, or Kayane, on the floor. She's laying down on her back, hands across her stomach. There's a wound of some kind that is leaking blood all over this nice plush carpet, all over the floor and stuff around it. Judging by the size of this puddle, she is either bleeding very heavily or has been lying here for several moments. She is coated in blood all around her torso, as well as several scratches on her face and arms that are exposed. And she turns her head towards you, kind of muttering the words of a healing spell, and you see little bits of magic kind of working its way into the wound, but it doesn't seem to be closing, as she turns towards you and just says, "Help." What do you do?
I will.
It's just Reyleth and Mimi in the room, right?
I believe everyone kind of exited at the same time. Yeah. Like you all kind of pushed through back to back to back. So
What are we supposed to do? Like, I can't heal. Do you have anything magic in our bag that's gonna help you? Because you didn't exactly pick out any healers, friend.
Aggy will pull out a potion of healing and be like, "I got this." And I'll go over and I'll pour a potion of healing into Min's face, I guess.
okay.
Or down her throat.
As you
Rough, but all right.
As you open the potion, she kind of raises one hand, kind of waves it off a little bit at you, and says, "No, that won't work."
Why won't it work?
The Ardent's magic. He's quite specialized in cursed wounds. Do any of you happen to know remove curse by any chance?
You think you picked anyone with that?
No.
Anyone
Well,
when you chose these heroes?
I'd hoped that maybe you'd, grown a little bit stronger, but that's perfectly fine. You see that she's still struggling. She kind of mutters another healing spell. Well, this is unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't know that spell. It's not anywhere in my repertoire of things to know.
Do you really believe this?
That she's hurt, bleeding to death, and we can't heal her? Kinda. It's right in front of us. Kinda.
Yeah, there was a lot of things that was right in front of us. Doesn't mean that it was necessarily real. She obviously know we don't have anything that we're able to help in this situation. And so you're telling me she disappeared, teleported somewhere else, got cut up to this point. Who knows where the executioner is? And she made it back here, just sitting, wallowing, waiting for us to return.
I mean, we haven't been gone that long. It's only been like a minute or two.
It's an executioner that clearly, if she's wounded like this, how is she able to get away from his grasp?
Maybe she killed him.
Well, not...
Think about that.
Well,
no?
Maybe.
Killed, yes, but he won't stay that way for very long if we don't hurry. We are dealing with the gods here. Resurrection and reincarnation is sort of their specialty. It's fine if none of you know the spells required. I can still make sure I'm healed, but I will need your assistance. Perhaps a little bit more than I was truly expecting at this moment.
Well,
Okay,
what do you need us to
and-
do?
I need ambrosia. It's a very special substance, and unfortunately, I haven't been able to acquire any in quite some time, but I know where you can get it.
Well, of course, you haven't been
Like-
able to acquire any.
It's not like through a mirror asking some random deity for it, right?
Are you talking about like ambrosia salad? Because that's kind of easy to make.
I, that threw me off.
That's
First
what
off,
we're here for.
ambrosia salad's not really that easy to make.
Yeah, it is.
She will. I'm sorry. I don't have much time. Let me, and she will form a rift. You can see nothing but shadows with a kind of dull blue and purple and pink kind of glow on the other side. Kind of blurred out the same way most portals tend to be when you look through them. And she will say, on the other side of this portal, you'll find a city. That city there is ruled by a deity, one who will not enjoy your presence. In your bag, if you search, you'll find a totem, a necklace that will prevent you from being scryed upon. Wear that, find me some ambrosia, and return, please.
What does ambrosia look like?
It is a drink, golden liquid.
Okay.
So
Well.
there's no other golden liquid. We just look for a golden liquid in the city. You can't be more specific on the location.
You'll know it when you see it. I apologize that I can't give more details, but you'll find it, I promise.
You have never been able to give details on anything.
Because
Why we wasted our
it's
time?
better if you learn on your own. I
Well,
cannot
maybe
give
it'd be
you
better
every piece of
find
information.
someone
We
else.
don't have time for this.
No, you don't have time for this.
Then if she dies, we can't go home.
Says who? The executioner will be back and he can send us home.
Or he'll
Do you
just
think she
kill
will?
us.
Since we served her, technically?
We're,
You think we won't be judged as well?
he said that we wasn't. So
I'm pretty sure he said that's for him to judge. That's. I do feel like we just have to go through this.
you of all people, I wouldn't expect that from. But this
I'm
one,
not saying I
Did
want
you
to heal her, but I do want to get home.
You don't think she would do this? She walked through a portal and cut herself like 5 minutes ago.
this is probably just one of her many tests to see if we're loyal to her.
Maybe, but you know what? I don't want to eat those like prepackaged meals the rest of my life. So hop to and I'll smack you in the ass.
She will kind of turn towards you, and she'll say, whether you manage to help or not is your choice. But I'm asking, and I'm sorry. And when she does, she mutters some more words. I think the only real spellcaster we have here is Mowgli, is Aggy. Aggy, would you like to roll a spell check to see if you can catch what spell she's...
Just a spell.
Just add your, I guess, spell attack modifier to an intelligence roll.
Spell attack or just spell modifier?
Just spell modifier.
That's a 20. Dirty 20.
Hold on, because I'm looking for it. I was trying to give myself more time because I knew what it was like earlier today when I was thinking about it, and then my brain. Okay, I'll put it like this. You're not entirely sure what spell it is that she casts, but you'll recognize it as a DM, and maybe you'll know it. You see a series of these dark blue crystals start to form at her feet and then slowly overtake her body until she's kind of encased in this shard of ice that is laying on the ground and covering her body, and she goes completely inert.
Oh yeah, what is the name of that?
There you go. Sequester, the name of the spell.
Oh, yeah.
Took me a second. I had it in my notes, and then I forgot what the name of it was. Which you would know is a fairly high transmutations.
She's turning into ice. That's weird.
I think we should go.
Come on, Zin, and I will try to push Zin with all my strength, which is not a whole lot, through the portal. It's supposed to just be pushing and my feet being pushed backwards, and Come on. Come on. You big beefy boy. Come on.
I just feel like it's just another one of her games.
It could be.
And
but
if it's
again,
not, she's going to die. And we'll be stuck in wherever the hell we are.
So when she needs help, we have to go help her in her time of need. But when Reyleth wasn't in her body, when Reyleth was dying, where was she? Where was her help? Nowhere. So now we're just supposed to go run into this fucking portal and
To be
look
fair,
for
when
a
we
golden
asked for
potion.
help with Reyleth, she showed up and then Reyleth stabbed her. All right, like
That did happen. Yeah, that was the thing.
Because she wouldn't help.
Actually,
Already.
and she kind of just walked in the door and she swung on her. She didn't have a chance to say anything.
I'm pretty sure Reyleth just
I
attacked just to see what
I-
would happen.
I-
But
Yeah.
no, I was jabbing at her. It was not an intentional stab at the time. Not
still
saying
got her
that-
though.
Mm-mm.
Lucky hit, I
But
guess.
I-
Just
Yeah. Look, I didn't know what the spider body would do. Okay, well, I knew what the spider body would do because it did it to me. But like, I didn't realize it would affect her. I guess.
I mean,
I
would
didn't
you
realize-
really want to help someone if you walk through the door and immediately you get stabbed? Like,
If
Reyleth is
they
gonna
were
rescue the
a lesser being, I wouldn't have worried about it. But if I need these people to assist me in getting what I want, then yes, it is what it is. So she could have killed her, but she didn't. So therefore, she never helped. We're going around this big town looking for who knows what, trying to find things, and not once was she
Looking
able
for
to help with anything.
ambrosia.
yeah, we're looking
So
for a
now
salad.
we
Yeah.
gotta find this golden potion, and we're magically just
go.
gonna know what it is when we see it. No clue where it could be. But
How
we're
about
just gonna.
this? How about this? We go find the salad, bring it back, make her not become ice anymore, so you can stab her.
Or, and I have my hands glow with fire, and I could just take care of this right now.
Oh yeah, be my guest. Yep. Go ahead. I'll wait.
Talk your shit, twin.
Son of-
Do what you gotta do, I guess. Honestly, at this point, I don't really give a shit. You just like to argue for arguing's sake. I'm gonna let you do it.
That's something coming from you. I mean, okay. No,
I'm just hanging out today.
Yeah, on that note, I can't stand her voice. So I'm gonna just grab Aggie.
what did I do?
You tried to push me.
just a party punching bag at this point.
Yeah,
Son of a
grab
bitch.
Aggie and just go inside the portal.
Hey, I thought you wanted to fight her.
Nah, I'll wait. Got something special for her.
All right. Walk through this portal. I guess I'm being carried through this portal.
And I assume Reyleth
You're
and Mimi
accustomed
are
to that.
following.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I already said I was making my way to the portal. So
Okay. You all enter the portal, kind of one after another, and find yourselves in a dark space. Ahead of you, above you, around you, you can see little bits of blue, kind of glittery light mixed with bits of purple and pink. And you realize as your eyes adjust to the darkness that these lights are coming from mushrooms that are growing along the cave walls that you now find yourselves in. The rest of the cave itself looks fairly normal for a cave. I don't know if any of you guys have really experienced caves, given your, raising in the city of Astra, but you know what a cave is. The walls are rough and natural looking, no kind of worked stone or anything like that, with just a passage that leads forward into the dark, with these mushrooms kind of barely lighting the way.
Reyleth will dig through the bag and pull out the anti-scrying necklace.
If you do, you can add a amulet of proof against detection and location.
That's too many words.
Yeah. Just type an
Aggie will pull out
amulet
a
of
torch.
proof, and it should be. Are you not going to pull out a necklace?
I forgot
gonna
about the
do it.
necklace.
There is one in each of your bags.
How the fuck do I add shit?
Go to your character sheet and go to your items. You should be able to search
Manage
for it.
inventory.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's
Inventory,
where I
manage,
go.
and then search for
You
it.
want us to go ahead and
Can you?
like,
No.
whip it? You
Um,
have to attune.
you do have to attune. You can attune as you put it on.
You said amulet of detect thoughts.
I did not say
No,
detect
proof
thoughts.
against
Proof
Amulet
against
of
detection.
Against detection and location.
Oh, okay, I see it.
I'm not going to give you an amulet of detection. Sneaky, but no, that's not going to happen.
Aggie, or if you're
Not
forgetting about
yet,
the amulet,
anyway.
will pull out a torch and light a torch. Because he can't see shit.
Mowgli as a player. Nah, I'm not going to do it. I want to see what happens.
Come find me, bitches. Onward!
Alright.
Great
Pull
Steed,
out a
and I will
torch.
tap. And I'll tap inside of Zin's head, because I guess he's carrying me. Just be like, onward, Great Steed! While holding up a lit torch.
The torch lights the way. The cave that you guys find yourself in is probably about 7 or 8 feet tall. Mimi's probably only got maybe a foot above her head. That kind of thing. Like it's not tight necessarily, but it is not exactly a large cave, if that makes sense.
It's not me friendly.
Yeah. You travel for maybe 100 yards or so, kind of winding back and forth before entering out into a absolutely massive space. You enter into a cave, and you can tell it's a cave because there is no sky. There's nothing above you but more stone walls, again lit up by these kind of purple and pink and blue mushrooms in a much greater abundance than you saw in the cave. And it's also lit up by torches and lights from a city that is located inside this cave. About half a mile in the distance or so, you can see huge city walls and gates with this massive worked stone gate that has an image of a spider web that creeps across it. You can see the city raising up behind its walls in a kind of tiered structure where there's like multiple levels to the city as it builds up and up and up. And on the very top level, you can see a massive cathedral with like the stained glass windows that even at this distance you can see have images of spiders and spider webs and stuff like that glowing from the inside with all this brilliant light and color. that almost by itself, even without the help of the mushrooms, lights up this entire cave. And the city itself, even though most of the buildings are made out of this kind of dark stone, is beautiful. All these twinkling lights and the different colors and stuff going on, like it is a sight to behold. As you exit out of this smaller cave into this much, much, much larger space. What would be everyone's thoughts? I know Mowgli knows where you are because I could see it all over his face as I was describing it. But non-meta aside, what would you guys' reactions be as you see the city of Menzoberanzzen for the first time?
God damn it. We're all gonna die a horrible, horrible death.
Wait. Aggy,
What?
where the fuck's your necklace?
But what?
Your necklace. One of these.
Where'd you get yours?
Sammy as a player, I'm not letting you ruin this for me.
In your bag.
Open my bag. I don't see anything. It's just a kind of hole.
I'm gonna reach
And
into
be
the
like,
bag.
oh, there it is.
Okay, there we go. Put your fucking necklace on.
Spell the name of the city for me.
Menzoberanzzen.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
That's hell of a spelling. I
It's
got it.
It's Menzoberanzen.
I had to go to I had to go to internet for that one. It's a hell of a name to spell.
No, he's over here talking about spiders and ooh and ah. Put your fucking necklace on.
What's funny?
Yeah, I feel
What's funny about me using stuff from established D&D content is that Mowgli knows it, and I know for a fact none of the rest of you know what Menzoberanzzen is. So it's it's funny
Y'all
because
need to
he's
read
like,
more
I know
books.
it's coming, but you know.
okay.
Oh,
If we
wait.
beat a drow with the panther, I'm giving up.
Oh, this is going to be post Dritz. So.
All right. Aggie is thinking of just like we're in a cave and like there's probably billions and billions of tons of stone above us, and like if it one little crack and
You're
we're all
worried about
buried
the
alive,
collapse.
dead. It's terrifying.
I feel like Reyleth. I don't feel like we have a ton of mushrooms probably around Astra because like they have to be like the dark. Like I mean they're more. I don't know. We might have some, but I doubt as much.
I mean, you probably have like standard mushrooms. I mean, they probably
I'm
grow in
talking
some like
glowing ones.
blackout. No.
Okay, Reyleth is immediately gonna go over and be like, "Ooh," and then kind of like try to look at it, and then she's gonna see the giant spider web stuff as they're progressing, and be like, "Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm." That's big.
The mushrooms
thank you.
themselves are actually pretty interesting. As you kind of walk by one, if you would reach out your hand and touch it, it would put off a little puff of this like glittery substance that glows and then eventually kind of starts to fade. Just maybe
She would fly
10
away from
seconds
that
or
real
so.
quick.
Yeah.
She does not want to be coated in shiny stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, the actual like spores, the fluff and stuff would kind of like fade after maybe 10 seconds or so. But you could like tap one as you walk by, and it would give off a little burst of light in whatever color the mushroom is giving off.
With how big I am, I'm definitely setting off everything like a little Christmas tree.
Yeah, in the cave, probably. Once you enter this bigger space, most of the mushrooms are kind of up on the ceiling and stuff, and on higher up on the walls. Not so much here, although you do see a kind of worked stone path, almost like a road that seems to lead off into the distance to your right, and leads into a much larger cave there, and then to your left would lead towards the city. Kind of curving towards the city gates that you can see ahead of you.
It's a nice looking city. It's majestic, but they need a housekeeper with all those spider webs everywhere.
So we're in a cave.
Mm-hmm.
where the deity that resides here is not going to like, to find a golden potion. How are we supposed to get out of here?
How do I walk through the portal we just came through?
Yeah, it's a
No.
tear. We can go back through it. It didn't close.
That's the same way we got here. Yeah.
If it all goes to shit, we can set off an RDD and just collapse the entire bitch.
I don't
I don't
I don't
think we
know if
can with
that.
hers.
Yeah.
I like that idea, actually. See, now you're thinking.
Okay. This is
I
why
don't know how
y'all
to
are
use
friends.
it, but maybe we
Oh,
can
I
use
do.
the RDD to
I also know how
find
to use it.
the salad.
It's not a salad.
No.
No, my
She
mom
did
used to
say
make
it's a drink.
ambrosia salad when I was younger.
Well, she said it's a
Uh,
drink. So maybe it's that, but
it,
like ground into a drink?
Like a smoothie?
it is golden.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe there's like
We're walking to the city, by the way.
Okay, I figured you guys were just standing around talking.
no
I thought we were just sitting around talking, to be honest.
Well, you're not standing because
walk
you're still
around.
being carried.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna keep my
Yay!
eyes peeled for some golden liquid in a bottle.
Uh, okay.
So you begin
I don't know what's going
to make your way toward the city, kind of having this conversation and stuff. As you get to the road, you realize there are people on the road, kind of traveling in both directions, following what looks to be the one path that leads both to and away from this majestic-looking city inside a cave in front of you. Most of the people that you see, I think you would be able to recognize as a multitude of different races. Humans, elves, dwarves. You see, I wanted to say Makote for some reason. My
I
brain.
would love to see Makote in my D&D.
But you see kobolds, which you probably don't see very often, turtles, stuff like that, all leading these like giant carts with horses and donkeys and stuff. Again, both traveling to and away from the city. But what you do see a lot of that I know you don't see in Astra are drow. And you probably know what a drow is. A dark elf with these kind of dark blue kind of skin, typically very dark colored eyes with white hair in various fashions. There is not that many of them in the city of Astra. They typically live in darker places, and you know that to the north in the city of Umlaut on Indamira, they probably have a fairly large concentration there, living inside the mountain with the dwarves. But in the city of Astra, they are not very common. Maybe one family of drow, but that's a maybe kind of thing. You know what I mean? However, here, though you do see a multitude of other races, it is the majority of them are drow. Again, both leaving and heading towards the city. Would there be any kind of...
Do we see any other like halflings, dwarves, humans, or fairies?
I don't know if you would... Actually, you might see fairies. This is the Underdark, so... There might be a couple of fairies here and there. I don't think there would be a bunch. You would see a lot more halflings and humans and dwarves than you would see fairies, but I would say you might see a couple of them.
Okay.
Potentially. Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure that if we did something, there would be like, oh yeah, the people who never been here before, they did it. All right.
So would you guys say or do anything, or just join the line and head towards the city gates?
I'm gonna ask the closest person. Have you seen any golden liquids in a bottle.
Okay. The man you would approach would be probably a human man with a large cart. He has a little sign on the side of it that says goods and services or something along those lines, something pretty basic. But as you approach, he'd be like, you want some golden liquid in a bottle? I've got you. He kind of turns around, rummages through his cart, pulls out a little bottle, probably about the size of your hand or so. He says, I've got you right here. It's called mead.
Okay.
Oh, that's not where I thought we were going.
Neither did I.
Oh, well, that's not the right name. It started with an A. Ambrosia?
Ambrosia? Well, some people call it ambrosia. Depends on how much you drink, really.
Sweet. I'll
I got
take
some
one
rum.
and I'll
Uh-huh.
try and grab the mead from his hand.
Hey, now he'll hold it up above your head. Now, that's not how things work. You gotta pay.
Wait,
What?
Pay with what?
Silver piece?
A what?
A silver piece.
A silver piece of what?
Coin. Currency.
Can you show us what a silver piece looks like?
Hold on.
He will reach into a small pouch on his belt and pull out a small little coin, about the size of a quarter, silver, stamped with some type of face or something. And he'll be like, coin, money.
Keeping that image in her mind, Reyleth is gonna try to go into the handy haversack. Silver piece.
Interestingly enough, you feel your hand close around a coin of similar size.
Oh, look, we
Oh.
have some.
That's beautiful.
Aye, well, there you go. Silver piece for the mead.
Oh shit, does that mean we got some silver piece?
You would feel your hand close around a silver piece.
The gang learns about currency.
I know how much gold you have in your bag. So.
Oh, this is fantastic.
Fun fact,
Guys,
Mowgli
we
has
have-
a lot more gold than you guys.
Yep.
Unsurprising. It's Mowgli.
Well, he grabbed a bunch of gold from Bira's
That's
shop.
also true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Threw it in
I
his
don't
bag.
know what it's used for.
We don't. Yeah.
I did roll a number for that.
Oh, I haven't drank so long. Hell yeah. I'll take one of those.
All
Where
right.
did you get this?
Nice
this
doing
mead
business with
from?
you. Mead? I'll make it.
Where?
Why did we want this, guys? Before I hand over this like really rare piece of like silver, what do I?
What is this? What is this mead?
What do we
used
need
for?
this drink for? Yeah, what is this
Make you
used
feel
for?
good.
It's a drink.
It'll make the pain go away.
Have you
It's-
never
it's
had
like
one of
alcohol.
those?
No.
Oh,
You think I drink?
Buy one.
Train? And I
Buy-
what?
buy one. Just buy
Buy
one.
one?
Buy one.
How does it taste?
Sweet and delicious.
Yes.
I love
Yes,
how two
miss
people.
that.
I love how two people in this party are like, "Fuck yeah, alcohol," and the other two are like, "I've never had a drink in my life."
Yeah, Zen doesn't drink, so
Neither does Reyleth.
Mead is sweet. It's little. There's a little like at the
Little-
very end. It's made with
little
honey. It's very,
yeasty.
very good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Turns
So-
out Aggy's a mead connoisseur.
so we could go now because this is golden. It's in a bottle, right?
It's
Yeah, but she
not,
said we'd know when we saw it, and I feel like this was too easy to obtain. She said sorry. Do you think
This is
men would say
me.
sorry for something that we could get that easy?
Well, nothing's ever been easy since she
Since
entered
Fire
our
Nation
lives.
attacked.
Hmm. No, I think sadly we have to go that way though. Are we trying this?
Drink it.
I'm
Drink it.
not. If
But
Aggie is
dip it.
promoting it, it can't be good for you.
No, it's
I'll
fabulous.
take-
It's
Yeah,
I
delightful.
will
that's
take
a good-
3,
that's a good
please,
train of
and I'll
thought.
hand over 3 silver.
Okay.
Are you gonna carry this?
You will pull out extra bottles of mead.
And I'll immediately uncork one and start drinking it and put the other 2 in my bag.
You can have this one.
Oh,
Okay.
you
Thank
didn't
you.
even sip it. Why didn't you give it to me?
Well,
What the
that's a
heck?
really good point. Most of the time, Aggie isn't the best person to. Do you remember when he screamed as a playing thing, and then I got turned into a puppet because I tried to help him?
Mhm.
Aggie's led me wrong a little bit.
I also
No offense,
sipped
Aggie.
it, and you could have given it to me.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is very, very strong, and I haven't had anything to drink it very, very long time.
I'll take that as a measure of gratitude then.
I'm not walking,
Off
so I
you
can't
go.
really stumble a little bit, but you know.
All right. Well, if you want any more, you can check us out in the city of Daggerheart.
The city of what?
Daggerheart.
I don't know where that is.
Where's that?
It's on the surface, of course.
Um, which
You're-
is
You're not
where
from
again?
around here, are you?
Now, what
Yeah.
would give you that
They're making
idea?
it kind of obvious if I'm being.
No, we're
if I'm
from a
being
place called
quite
Astra.
honest.
We kind of came here by mistake.
Oh, Astra. I can't say I've ever been there myself, but it's a wide world.
You've heard of Astra?
No. No, I haven't. But there's a lot of towns and cities that don't even have names on the surface, so you know, not that strange.
That's pretty. That's pretty cool. Okay, guys, let's go.
All
I
right.
mean, we're in
Well,
line.
We're
kind of
in line to get into town,
waiting.
so we can
Yeah.
talk to this lovely merchant for a while. We can ask about Daggerheart.
Wait. Oh,
Yeah, remember? Yeah.
No, there's a line to get in.
Well,
Why is
the
this
merchant,
line so
this
fucking
merchant is
long?
on their way out.
Oh,
Okay.
So we're holding him up as we're moving forward.
Kind of, yeah.
probably
Well,
other people.
Just kind of stopped in the middle of the road. I mean, the road is wide enough that other people are like going around you. You probably approach someone who is already stopped on the road because it's easier than trying to, stop a moving cart with horses and donkeys and stuff. He was probably already stopped, and you guys just started talking to him. But he's a merchant, so that not that weird for him, really.
So
How
I
long
think
does
we're
it take to get to
about
Daggerheart?
About 2 weeks, give or
Why
take,
don't-
if the weather's
just-
right.
It's just down that road.
You got to travel down the under road, head back to the surface, and then head south for about 4 days. Yeah.
so we don't. I don't think we need to go there. I think we just need to keep going the way that we're going.
I mean,
For
I
now.
do feel like we were probably dropped here for a reason. So, yeah. But the line is moving around us. I think we should go. We're getting a lot of people getting in. No?
Thank you for your time.
Not a problem.
I'm sorry. What is your name?
Well, let me pull up my NPC list because this is just a random name.
Curse
I
of
do-
all DMs. What's his name? Ah, shit.
Yeah. We'll
doesn't
say
have
his name. We'll say his name is John. John Merchant.
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. That's my name too.
Well, thank you, John, for your time and your my friend here, right here, seems to really enjoy it.
Not a problem. And again, I make the stuff myself, so if you enjoyed it, I'm quite happy. Remember, if you're ever in there, stop by John Merchant's merchant shop, and I hope to see you soon if you ever find yourselves in Daggerheart. Yeah.
Wait. If you're going out of there, how are you in there?
What?
What?
You just
No,
What?
he means if we're ever in
That's not-
Daggerheart, go
not
see
like-
John's merchant
okay,
shop.
okay. I thought he was talking about in there, and I was like, "How are you in there if you're out here?" I've had a day. Can we continue forward?
Yes.
Well, I don't think the line's really moved on our end.
Well, no,
Don't
that's
one
why
of
we
these
have
things are just.
to move forward.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my arm's getting tired. I just dropped Aggy.
Ah!
Splat. You
Crack
guys,
my bottle. You bitch!
continue moving along the line. You notice the line does move fairly quickly. It's not like you guys are standing in one place for very long. Give me a perception check as you leave John Merchant's merchant cart.
All of us, or
Yeah.
a certain person?
I do. I got a +7.
I did it. It's 12.
That's 18.
18.
18. Okay. Mimi,
It's
Mimi,
19, yeah.
and Zen and Reyleth. You would all hear, kind of as you leave the cart and stuff, you would hear him kind of turn towards a woman sitting on the front of the cart who's just been kind of observing the whole. They paid an entire silver piece for a bottle of mead. We're gonna be rich. I told you it was the good stuff. Mead is like by the coppers for cups. So like, yeah. Anyway.
How does these coins make people happy?
And
I
we
was
don't
just
know
being like,
what he meant by being rich, right?
No idea. No.
Yeah. What is rich?
So,
I'm,
just saying,
I'm
these make
really
people happy. We should
confused
give
by
these to
these
everybody.
customs.
Oh,
It's
you-
very.
How many of these are in here?
you think you're
I don't
confused by
know.
these customs? So
You've built in a reason to like tip with platinum pieces that all high level adventurers do. Be like, hey, here's like a gold for like a room of a night and a platinum. It's like, all right.
okay, whatever. So you eventually travel far enough in this line that you are approaching the city gates. You see, the city gates are set up in such a way that there are several lines that kind of split off in order to make the kind of check-in process, as it were, a lot faster. There are what look like 4 different guardhouses set up, each in front of a small door that's kind of built into this massive city gates that you guys saw from a distance. The city gate itself is probably 25, 30 feet high, and it looks, judging by the size of the hinges and stuff on the side, that the entire gate can open up in one big thing if it needed to. But in the interest of brevity and not having to open a 30-foot gate every day, you see that they have built in several small doors on the bottom level of the gate, kind of matching the city walls and stuff, where they're letting people in and out. As you approach one of these gatehouses, kind of splitting the line evenly and trying to find the fastest path into the city and stuff, you find a drow woman who is sitting inside this little gatehouse with what looks like a big leather-bound ledger of some kind, writing names and stuff and reasons. You hear them ask, like, why are you coming to Menzoberanzzen and that kind of thing. And that's when you guys learn the name of the city for the first time as well. But eventually, you 4 would approach this gate. And she would look down, kind of over the edge of the thing, give everybody a once-over and be like, all right, why is everyone visiting the city of Menzoberanzzen today?
Or some shopping.
Got this. Oh, well, all right.
For some shopping. That's not
Yeah.
bad. It's not bad. Plenty of stuff to get. And do you have your leashes?
I have an Aggie.
Howard leashes?
Something very curious happens here. Zen makes a comment, and Aggie makes a comment, and she doesn't flinch. She doesn't make eye contact. She doesn't even look in either one of your directions. She only stares at Mimi.
Hello?
Oh no! Oh no!
So that's the thing.
Don't do it, Mowgli. Don't do it.
I'm sorry,
Pardon me?
Arlene.
Is this your
God,
first
that's a
trip
shame.
into the city of Menzoberanzzen then?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. City of Menzoberanzzen is run by a matriarchal culture. What that means is that women are in charge at times. Menfolks are to be kept on leashes at all times. To find your men off of a leash would subject them to public shaming, public whipping, and, on repeated offenses, possible execution. The Lady Loth requests that anyone who visits her city follows her orders. Her rules, her city. If you do not agree
Yes.
to these terms, you are welcome to join the many people who are leaving and head back to the surface and enjoy your life there instead.
I'm gonna look in the haversack and I'm gonna think of leashes.
Leash.
2 sets of leash.
Yeah, Reyleth's gonna like kind of fly over to Mimi and just whisper, "Okay, so like, I don't think Aggy would be against most of that, but execution's probably bad." I mean, he already publicly shames himself on a regular basis, but like execution's a bad bar. We might actually have to get a leash.
Yeah, what do you, I just,
Um,
I'm
you reach into the bag, no leashes. But as she sees you kind of rummaging around in your bag, she will say, "We do have leashes available."
that would be fantastic.
Not a
Um,
problem. You see, she reaches
Can we
around
trade some
behind her.
silver pieces for them as well? Oh,
These are free to any who are visiting our city. Just make sure to return them when you leave. She'll turn, and she'll grab 2 leashes. They are about 7 feet long, with a leather handle and stuff on one end. That's kind of like a dog leash. It's kind of wrapped in a circle, and it does come with collars.
oh,
are they different colors?
No, they're both black.
Okay.
okay. So this is gonna be really weird, guys.
So
Were
I'm
we right
sorry. You
there
have
where
to
we
take
could hear
Aggie. He
everything?
runs way too fast.
Oh yeah, you can hear
yeah, she
everything.
just won't acknowledge
Like
y'all. It seems.
she does not acknowledge you.
Okay, so this is what Min meant when she says sorry. Okay,
I'm
yeah.
just gonna walk up to Zed and I'm gonna say,
No,
If
you're
you
taking
think
Aggie.
about touching me,
Then walk
I'm
slower.
gonna
this will
go
be
over
the
to
last point
Aggie.
Spin me
before
around.
All right.
Um,
Come here, good boy.
I told you guys this was going to be a weirdly horny arc, okay? I warned you.
then
I'm looking at
Okay.
Ray. No,
I'm not putting it on you. I'm gonna let you do it yourself. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. This is the only way we're getting in.
Mowgli knows this is just how it works in Menzoberanzzen.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the collar
Keep your dignity.
from
Keep
Reyleth,
your dignity.
and I'm just going to look at it.
That's a very simple collar. It has little hole, like just like a dog collar. It has little holes and stuff that like fit for different size necks or other appendages, depending on what race and stuff you are. Little clip that leads onto about a 7-foot leash.
I'm not willing to
Aggie-
get you guys executed to get her some feel good
Aggie's
drink.
a little
Okay?
tipsy and he's actively fighting Mimi as she is forcing the collar on him.
I'm just going to whisper to Reyleth
I'm grappling this fool.
that I will kill everybody in this place. I'm not scared of an execution, but there is no way.
Maybe
I'm
we can
going to
find
wear
somewhere
this.
inside where you won't have to wear it. We can take it off. But like, I'm afraid they're not letting us in unless you have this on.
Or, hear me out, right? You two could just go in. Aggie and I could go on the surface.
You saw what happened last time I was left alone
Do
with her.
do
You came in and my bones were being crushed. I was trying to take the brunt of something for her, which is why I did the thing. Because I got her stabbed with poison needles by doing the mirror thing. You see how badly things go. We kind of need y'all in there. We need
I
you in
hate to
there.
say
Okay,
it, but
Aggie
she's a
can be
little rat.
questionable. But we need you in there.
Meanwhile, Aggie in the back. Ah!
Oh,
I will quite literally sit on top of this fool
I think you'd probably have to. Yeah.
collar on him.
I can't wait for Aggie to forget about the collar and try to run away, just yank your back and choke him to
Oh,
death.
I'm very excited.
Down, boy. Smack.
Bad dog. Oh no.
they're about to start probably pressuring us because we're holding.
I am a very peaceful person,
I know you are.
but I'm letting you know now. The moment you provide me a command, I'm taking off the collar, and I will fight whoever I need to fight.
Look, I think Mimi would probably be the one who'd be commanding Aggie to do anything. Again, I'm letting you put this on yourself. I don't feel like I need to lower you to that standard.
I'm just gonna step to the side, meditate real quick because I feel myself getting angry.
I like how you're like, I'm a very peaceful person, yet you're the one who's like, I bicycle kick Reyleth in the head.
No, I would never attack Reyleth.
Did that last episode.
He was debated
No,
doing
that
like
was
men.
So did you.
that was men.
Yeah.
That was
Or
men,
2 episodes.
and I was still going to do it. But I have something else in plan when we get this potion. All right, so I finished meditating, and I put on the collar with the most, I guess, the largest clip or button, whatever you want to call it, so it's space. And I will give hesitantly the I don't know what you call it, but
The handle.
The leash.
the
The
handle
actual leash part, yeah.
Yeah.
to Reyleth.
Okay. By this time, Mimi and Aggie's fight has probably finished, ending with Aggie
Imagine,
being
like-
collared. Probably
like,
without
Mimi-
the looseness.
Buckled it way too
Trying to
tight,
go
and like
loose.
Aggie slowly turning blue.
No, just you always
Hey,
gotta
look,
have
we're
the
almost
one
back
finger
to
rule.
town.
The drow lady in the guardhouse will then look towards Mimi and Reyleth. Well, everything seems to be in order. Enjoy your stay in the city of Menzoberanzzen, and she'll wave you through towards the door that leads through this large gate.
Delightful. Can I just say, I envision the scene of Reyleth and Zin talking so calmly, and she's like, please, please, please. And then in the background, you have me squaring off with Aggie, like, come here. I'm gonna get you.
I just imagined a split panel comic scene
Like
with,
a- like
us
a
on
well-
one side and y'all on the other.
Like one scene is a well-trained like German shepherd, and one is a rabid chihuahua or like a terrier
That's
trying to
pretty
get a
much
leash
it.
on them. Yep, that is exactly what happens. So
And they're shivering and
you can enter the city of Menzoberanzzen. You know the rules. As long as you're in public, you need to have your men leashed at all times, or bad stuff will happen. You enter the city of Menzoberanzzen itself, and you see this kind of tiered city that I explained before. The city itself goes up in steps, and there are several staircases kind of around the outer layer, the lowest layer of the city, that kind of lead up to upper tiers. As you enter the main kind of thoroughfare here, you enter into what would be considered like a market district. The most common reason people come to the city of Menzoberanzzen, in this realm anyway, would be for shopping. The exact reason that Mimi said at the city gates. There are materials and like potion making stuff and different kind of things like that can only be found in the Underdark. They are probably 20 or so buildings and little shops and stuff lined up along the outside wall. The city is circular. And as the path kind of continues around, there's some on the left, some on the right, and all the ones that would be on the left as you kind of make your way into the city and head off following the road to the right would be split up every once in a while by these staircases that kind of lead higher into the city. And to put things into perspective on how the culture here is treated, I'm going to describe a scene for you guys that you would see kind of moving through this market district as you're kind of taking a second to get your bearings and looking at everything as you're kind of moving down the street, following the general flow of traffic here. This scene involves three groups of people, all of them in pairs. The first ones that you would notice, because they are not drow and they are seemingly normal people, is a woman probably about 5 feet tall, brunette hair, very, very pretty, wearing what appears to be these white robes that go all the way from her like neckline all the way down to her feet. White with these kind of red and gold accents, and an image of a giant kind of red stylized sun on the back of it. She is holding a leash while she looks at a stall selling what appears to be a number of these different colored mushrooms that have been kind of dried out and desiccated and then put in these little bottles and stuff, to sell. She's just casually browsing, kind of looking at what's going on there. And the man behind her is probably 8 feet, 8.5 feet tall. A Goliath with this dark blue skin and these like really dark black tribal tattoos all over him. Bald head, bare chest. And you see that he does have a collar around his neck, much in the same way Zin has. It's very loose fitting, very casual, as it were. She's not even really holding the leash in any way, shape, or form. It's kind of like clipped to her belt or something, and just, for show more than anything else. The second group of people that you would notice is a full drow. I guess you would call it what's the word? It starts an entourage. There we go. A full drow entourage. A single woman holding what appears to be 3 leashes. These leashes are much, much shorter than the ones that you have. They are probably all only about a foot, which, if you think about it, does not leave enough room for these men to stand straight. And they don't. They walk with their backs curved, their shoulders pulled down, their faces facing the ground. And you see that as she approaches, she doesn't look at the Goliath man. She provides him no kind of acknowledgement at all. And you see that he sees her coming. And when he does, he kind of turns and does this big, almost mocking, grandiose gesture of throwing his hands to the side, kind of providing her a path, making sure that she's not going to bump into him or anything. And he does so with this big grin on his face that kind of, again, almost mocking, very theatrical kind of gesture. She doesn't pay him any attention. She doesn't, again, acknowledge his existence at all and walks on past him until she reaches the third group of people. The third group is another couple, both of them drow. One of them is on a leash, a male, and you see that he is kind of hunched over. He's facing the ground. He's not paying attention to the woman and the 3 drow who are coming up behind him. The woman holding his leash is kind of doing the same thing the other woman is. She's, browsing a set of pretty jewels or something like that at one of these stalls. And she doesn't turn. She doesn't look. She doesn't pay attention to anything that's going on behind her. You see the woman holding the 3 leashes stops just before this man, and you see the man not paying attention. He doesn't know she's there. And you see her take the leashes and yank them. And when she does, the 3 men in front of her immediately go on the attack. They beat the ever-loving shit out of this man who did not move from in front of this woman. I mean, they're kicking him, they're punching him, they're hitting him in the head. He's on the ground, he's curled up in the fetal position. It's a whole thing. The woman standing at the stall holding his leash does not move. She doesn't acknowledge it. Anything that is happening to this man behind her is entirely his fault, and she has no part in it, despite the fact that she's holding his leash. And you see the first couple, the human and the Goliath, watch this the same way you are, and they kind of catch your eye a little bit, and you see the Goliath man just shake his head. You see the grin fall off, and you see like a kind of sneer of disgust, but neither one of them intervene either. This is the way things are in the city of Menzoberanzzen. Outsiders, you get the impression, are allowed to not necessarily mock the culture as long as they're following the rules, as long as their men are leashed and stuff, given a certain amount of leeway. But to those who follow this culture to the same degree as the people who live here, the drow, it is a brutal environment. And it brooks no discussion. If you break the rules, you are punished for it. And all this happens within just a few minutes of entering the city itself, kind of following this path. What would be you guys' reaction? And Mowgli, a personal question. Do you think I'm doing this justice? Because
I'm making a new character as we speak.
Holy shit. Did you see
Aggy.
that? Does that mean I can sick Aggie on someone if they don't get the fuck out my way? That's kind of neat.
You think I could fight
You're
someone?
not okay.
Right.
Mimi's like, I'm a drow now. The fuck?
No. Reyleth's probably got the same look as the Goliath people over there, just like, the sooner we're out of here, the better.
Yeah, I'd find that thing. I'll enjoy it while I can.
Aggie is terrified. Aggie plays oblivious or is oblivious a lot of the time, but usually it's in an area where he can be kind of oblivious and kind of obnoxious. But he gets picked on by a lot of people. Like Zin always corrects him, Reyleth always corrects him, Mimi always corrects him. Aggie's gonna die.
Sorry, I want you to know this sounds like you're self-destructing.
Aggie's just kind of standing there like, why not just... I just want to say, Shane said this arc is going to have a lot more of like role playing and communicating, and like it'll do better to my skill set. But in a society where I can't talk,
Wait, can the guys not like talk at all?
I don't think they get acknowledged.
Not to women.
I mean, they
Yeah.
don't get acknowledged, but like,
They can talk. Probably. Maybe.
I mean, yeah, you can talk. You can have conversations amongst yourselves. You can sit there. But talking to
Just another
a female, especially a drow.
Not good.
Like, are other visitors still commuting with the people they have leash?
Yes, in fact,
Okay.
the same kind of couple that you saw before, the human woman and the Goliath. You see the Goliath like lean down and talking to her and stuff, and you see the woman like nod her head and then shake her head, and then turn around, trade another coin for a couple of these bottles, put it in her bag, and you see she looks up, kind of making eye contact with you guys, and then kind of begins to wander over towards you. Um,
Hello.
Hello. I take it, judging by the expression on your faces, this is the first time you've ever been to Menzoberanzzen, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Honestly, should have thought of this thing sooner though for this one. He'll run away in an
No.
absolute heartbeat.
I make the same joke all the time. It is a bit empowering if you think about it, isn't it?
It is. However, normal circumstances, and probably not. Definitely frowned upon.
We don't get this kind of treatment on the surface. If we did, I'm sure Diomedes here would be not quite as pleased. By the way, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Claudia.
So, Claudia, Mimi. Aggie, you're being real shy, dude. How are you doing?
Uh,
He's not normally like this.
I know it's scary to see sometimes. As long as you're an outsider, as long as you're not a follower of Loth, we can speak to each other. Most of us don't follow the same kind of rules. Those who are more devoted to, we can talk. Everything is perfectly safe. I assure you.
Uh-huh.
Oh dear.
You're
It's
a little
shaking the
more
little
startled
thing.
than I thought.
Uh-huh.
You said you come here often? Also, Reyleth, sorry, still was concerned for their well-being over there.
Yes, I would advise you not to get involved. You won't necessarily be punished, but it isn't very well looked upon. Let them handle things the way they handle them, and you'll be just fine, I promise. And yes, I come here every few months or so to gather supplies. We run an apothecary at a missionary on the surface, the city of Neverwinter.
Do you know about the uh the golden liquid ambrosia?
Do you have a drink or a
Yeah.
golden liquid called ambrosia that is sold anywhere by chance?
Rosia, I know about it, of course, but you're not going to find it sold anywhere. It's quite rare and very specialized.
Very specialized, as in impossible to find.
For a normal
Acquired in certain
person,
ways.
probably. Ambrosia is referred to as the nectar of the gods. It is the only thing they consume.
Where's an area of godness around here?
Around here, you'd have to head to the
Yeah.
Cathedral of Lolth. I wouldn't recommend that, though, unless you find yourselves very, very desperate. It's not a fun place to be. And you would see the Goliath would kind of, lean down, talking quietly. It's not very fun up there, even for those like me. Trust me, some of those drow gods can get a little bit overzealous, if you catch my meaning.
Some of those drow gods, as in multiple gods here.
Guards.
Guards,
Sorry,
our
the
gods.
accent's kind
No,
of.
no, no, you're good, you're good.
There are multiple drow gods, though, and it's a thing. But that's beside the point. Sorry,
like-
I didn't introduce myself. My name is Diomedes. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Good as we can be while we're here. Yeah. Okay. So cathedral. We have to.
We have a friend who was asking for it. So
Your friend wants ambrosia.
yeah.
That's interesting. The thing about that is, well, is your friend a god?
You know, we have it's a real convoluted thing. I don't. Maybe.
Oh, that's
They are doing some
interesting.
experimentation with ambrosia, and they're going to use it with a spell to do something. We're not really sure, but they asked us to come in here and try and get some.
Eh,
And then the only reason I
Probably
ask
better.
is ambrosia. It doesn't work for mortals. It doesn't do anything. I mean, you can drink it, but it has no more effect on a mortal person than drinking water does. That being said, I am somewhat experienced with gods. I myself am a follower of Palor. He pays us visits every once in a while at the missionary. I say every once in a while, but probably once a century or so. But, no. I am a devoted follower, and every once in a while well,
Your god Pelor comes and visits you every once in a while. Like he walks around and comes says hi.
occasionally. And granted, not in my lifetime. Last time he was here was 100 or so years ago, I guess.
How old
Sorry,
are you?
the idea of.
Oh, you shouldn't
gods
ask a lady her
walking
age, but
around.
How old am I? I'm 33, thank you.
okay. I was gonna
I
say
mean,
you
sorry.
don't seem 3 centuries year old. You're
Thank you for that, I think. I'll take that as a compliment.
She doesn't use her brain often. Please, 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 please forgive her.
Okay,
You said you know a lot of gods, right?
Well, I don't know any of them personally, not really, but I'm familiar with the Pantheon.
Any of the gods, any of the names start with the letter V?
V.
Yeah, V.
The only one I would be somewhat familiar with would be Vecna, but
Fuck.
why such a specific question? Are you working for Vecna? And at that point, you would see her hand kind of
No.
moves down to her side, and you see the Goliath begins to kind of stand up straight.
Vecna,
Something
I hardly
there
knew
is-
ya. Ha!
Something there is
I don't
not.
know who that is.
We come
I don't
from
know what
really
that is.
far away, and gods are kind of a weird topic for us. We're questioning whether the person that is experimenting even understands stuff about gods. So it's hard to explain, but no, we don't know who that is.
Oh, you must be from the East Mod. Okay.
We're from Astra.
I can't say I've ever heard of it, but
Nobody's ever heard of it.
well, to be fair, the East Marches are kind of isolated, I suppose you would say. But that's perfectly fine. Look, I have some more shopping to do, more materials to gather, but there is an inn here where you can stay. That's a little bit more loose around the rules about the collars and the leashes. You can find it just up ahead If you need a place to stay, I would recommend, as an outsider, to take your business there. They are very lax as far as making sure that people are comfortable, sort of dedicated to people who are not from here.
What's this place called? You said it's over that is sign or
It's called the Prancing Pony, and the sign is the same.
Ransom pony. Love that.
I gotta throw references in where I can. I saw that grin, Mowgli.
okay.
Where are we in Bree?
Dancing Pony.
Sorry.
Mowgli is going through 17 different stages of grief currently.
It's funny because I know him as a person is excited because we're in Menzoberanzzen. We're talking about the gods. We're here in Lolth's territory. I'm throwing in Lord of the Rings references. I know he's having fun. His character, not so much.
Terrified.
Not so much.
You mentioned Vecna? Shit.
Yeah, we've got Lolth, we've got Vecna. We're going into a whole different kind of category here, and I know Mowgli's excited. Aggy, terrified.
Aggy would like to leave now. The whole Earth.
Okay.
You mentioned Daggerheart. Can we go over Daggerheart?
I'm sorry, I
No.
don't like the system. I just like the name.
Okay, well,
As I said, I have some more shopping to do, but me and Diomedes will be there this evening. We can continue some conversation. If you'd like, I can ask around and see if anybody is working on Ambrosia, but it's not very likely. But there are enough people there that you could probably ask around yourselves as well, if you'd like.
that sounds delightful.
Right. Well, I must be off. Enjoy your stay in Menzoberanzzen, and remember, keep your leashes closed. She'll giggle when she does. She does this little pull on the collar of Diomedes, and you see Diomedes like he doesn't move, and there's not like a motion or anything. When she does, he just gets this big old grin.
Well,
I feel like this is a power trip. I'm gonna whisper to Zen, who's been silent this whole time.
Zen is absolutely
Zen is angry.
The
fuming.
definition of stoic monk.
He's
having
channeling that
nothing.
non-existent monastery stay right now.
I just imagine
monastery
he
of
has
mind.
been rock still the entire time. He just hasn't even blinked.
He hasn't introduced
No.
himself to anybody.
No, he didn't
react
say
to the scene
anything.
before him. He has been silent. So Reyleth is just like, should we go to?
We can go to that inn. Yeah, we should
Should we go to the
definitely
inn,
go.
or should we try to scope out the cathedral first? Like, just kind of see what it looks like trying to get in. I'm not saying go in today, but like maybe do a little
We
bit of
could-
research on it.
Why don't this is why don't we stop by the inn? Give Zen a little break so he'll actually feel like talking to us again, and then we can discuss from there.
Okay.
I agree. They might
I
have.
don't
I'm
know
not
why
saying anything. I'll just hand the leash to Reyleth.
I've had the leash the whole time. What?
Oh, I thought you
She
let it
held
go.
it very
Yeah.
no, she's held it
Yeah,
very
no.
loosely.
Like a finger.
Like
Oh,
we're
if-
standing side by side. She's not making you lead. She's not dragging you. She's making sure to stay like flying right beside you. But she's held on to it sadly the whole time. She doesn't want you to get beat like these motherfuckers over here.
I will continue not to say anything, and just
Okay.
I'm just staring off into the distance.
1,000 yards stare.
I'm just gonna gently pat him on the back and then be like, "All right, we're gonna go to the end that way."
Yep.
And
Look, you know it's sad when Aggie immediately agreed to it.
So you continue to head down the street, kind of following the outside wall to the right-hand side. Kind of moving around in a circular pattern around towards the eastern side of the city. You guys would have entered through the south, by the way. Probably right about the 3 o'clock position on the outside wall of the city, you come across the Prancing Pony, a 3-story inn kind of built into the wall itself on the outside wall. You see the kind of classic sign of a horse that's kind of rearing up on its back legs with its front legs, kind of in a decorative posture and everything, with the words, Prancing Pony on it. And you see a small, one of those like fold over signs. I don't know the name of them. They kind of stand on their own, the A signs, you know what I'm talking about? The ones you just kind of unfold and plop down, with a little message on it that just says outsiders very welcome. Outside, and you hear the sounds of music and smell roasted meats and breads and stuff like that coming out of it. You hear chatter and that kind of welcoming, cozy feeling that you would get from an inn or something like this, that almost clashes with the kind of darkened black stone and the very stoic nature of most of the drow and stuff that are traveling around with men on leashes, that you pass on the way here. What do you do?
Can we just like get a room and sleep? We've been at it for a very long time today. I don't know if you realize, but like the first thing we did today was we found Barrow's warehouse. So it's been a pretty long day, and I'm very tired. And this sounds like a
Personally, I'm
very
very
cozy
exhausted.
place.
I guess we'll try to check in. How do inns work?
I don't know.
Reyleth is going to look about for someone who looks like they might be in charge.
Outside.
Well, going inside.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going inside? I thought we were just kind of standing outside deciding what to do.
So yeah, you're kind of hanging out outside right now, but you can head in. Yeah. If you head in, just to the left of the door, you would see a small podium with a man standing behind it. He is a drow, and he is a male drow, and that is very worth noticing because he doesn't have a collar or leash. He appears to be dressed very finely, in what looks like a kind of silk shirt that's kind of unbuttoned a little bit down the chest, displaying some very smooth skin, very tight pants, hair kind of done up in a bun on the back of his head. And as you enter, he goes, welcome to the Prancing Pony. How may we assist you this evening?
Is it okay if I take the leash off my friend now?
Of course. As long as you're inside the confines of the building, the rules here are a bit more lax. With permission from the Spider Queen herself, we have made ourselves very available to outsiders. We do enjoy a bit of leniency here, but of course, please remember if you do exit the building to put your leashes back on. Unfortunately, the matriarchs are a bit more tight than the queen would perhaps prefer, but balance and all that.
Hey, how do we get a room here?
It's very simple. You pay me a gold piece, and I hand you a key.
A gold piece of what?
A piece of gold. Yeah.
Piece of gold.
Kind of like do you think it's kind of like the silver ones from earlier, the little coin-like ones, the little shapy circle with the faces?
I would think so.
She's gonna start rummaging through the bag.
You think of a gold piece and you pull out a single gold piece. Yes. Yes.
Okay, here you go.
All right. Now I will be quite clear here. It is a gold piece per room. Each room only has a single bed. Will you be sharing it this evening? He's got this
No.
quite mischievous grin on his face.
No.
Get our
No.
own
She will
rooms.
begin looking for more gold in the bag immediately.
You can pull out as many gold pieces as you would like. But yeah, you can pull out another 3. I assume Zin and Mimi have followed you guys. Yeah, you can pull out another 3. That is perfectly fine. Although I would say not as fun as we would prefer. But it is what it is.
Well, the night is still young.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We have plenty of
Free
time yet
Paris,
for you to
so
find a
too much closeness.
companion. Well, of course, we do have companions available. Should you wish, if you see anyone with a red scarf, please feel free to avail them of their services. Now, would you prefer?
Scarf.
What did I just walk back into?
Good time.
We got room.
Got it. If you're looking for a good time, look for someone with a red scarf.
They asked if we wanted to share beds, and I said no.
You know,
Got all room.
I've never had a room to myself.
I don't think I have either.
This will be the first time.
'Cause even at home, I shared a room with sibling.
I said one common room for everyone.
And then the barracks.
Yeah.
Mine didn't last very long after my family was murdered.
Oh yeah,
What?
I forgot about that. I'm sorry.
Well, what a way to bring down the mood.
I think you need a red scarf, apparently. Apparently, they're great company. Maybe you can find someone to talk to.
You know what?
They do offer therapy services.
Can I
Wow.
minor illusion a red scarf around Zen?
No.
Mm-mm.
Also, Zen, you can take that off
Yeah.
now.
Right. Well, please enjoy your stay at the Prancing Pony. Remember, my name is Arnaldus. Should you need me, simply ask. Otherwise, we have food at the bar. Drinks, of course, are available. Here are your room keys. They're each numbered. You can find your rooms at the top of the stairs in the back of the building. Now, of course, given your general confusion about the way the coins work, those gold pieces do only pay for a single night. Should you wish to avail yourselves here longer, you will need to pay for additional nights as well. We do collect rent, as it were, at the beginning of the next evening, so please be prepared for that if necessary. Now, enjoy your stay and have fun.
Thanks, Aldi.
And please don't call
How
me
do you
that.
spell his name? How do
Um,
you spell his name?
Arnaldus. Arnaldus.
ARL.
Arnaldus. Arnold, but with an A and a US at the end.
I thought I heard Aldalnus, and I was like, oh yeah, Aldi. Makes sense.
Mhm.
Sorry. It's Arnie. I'm sorry.
Please don't call
My
me
bad.
that either.
Why not?
Only the mistress
Aggie.
calls me Ani.
Oh. You know what? Food and sleep sound great. Aggie, do you want food?
Fuck yeah.
All right, let's go get food, Aggie. Zen, if you don't want to take that off, I'm just gonna hand this to you. She's gonna hand the leash portion and be like,
I grabbed the
Okay.
leash before he handed him.
not gonna,
That's
oh, no.
mine now. Come on.
And then I yank yours because I'm still holding it. Aggie dear, unhand him. First of all.
I will unclasp my leash. Can't catch me. Aggie. Come on.
Yeah, you have fun with that.
So, just to make sure, Aggie's holding on to my leash, correct?
Mhm.
I would like to pull the leash at Aggie towards me, as I will elbow him in the face.
Jesus. All right. Roll an attack, I guess.
Oh, I am. I am.
Oh dear.
19.
Oh my
No.
gosh.
No.
Don't hit him.
No.
That hits.
As this happens, Arnoldus will excuse me, please, no violence outside of the rooms. And only if
Still
both
not.
parties consent, of course.
Still not speaking. I take my leash and I bow to her.
Him.
Him.
How
Arnoldus
much
is
damage
big.
did you do to me?
We don't need to calculate damage. Don't worry.
I'm
You
gonna
probably-
go find a companion.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus. You pass through a small foyer and into the kind of main common room. You realize that on the outside this place, I mean, it is 3 stories and it does look like a large building, but as you enter, it is in fact much bigger than it really looks. You realize the building itself is built into the wall, which is probably another 20 or 30 feet thick. And that part of the building itself is inside the wall, if that makes sense.
Wow.
The common room itself is 2 stories, like has one of the vaulted ceilings and stuff with a balcony around the top of it. There's a stage set up on one side where you can see a band of drow men all playing instruments, the lyre, a small drum, a flute, that kind of thing, putting on a nice, wonderful show, and putting on some music. There's an open space in front of the stage where people are dancing, some drow men, some drow women, as well as several other outsiders of various races and stuff, and everybody seems to be having a fairly good time. Along the back wall, there is 2 staircases that lead up, and 3 different bars that you can see. One bar appears to be dedicated entirely to food, with a small door that leads back into a kitchen on the left-hand side. The other 2 appear to be dedicated to drinks. There's probably, I would say, 150 people in here. It is fairly packed, but very lively packed, if that makes sense. Like, people are moving, people are dancing. There's several tables and stuff scattered around the outside of the walls and stuff and away from the dance floor where people are laughing and having a good time. Just a whole general, like, cozy but busy atmosphere as you guys enter the main place. And of course, scattered amongst the crowd, you can see several people with these red scarves that are tied around their right arms. It is worth noting several of these are drow individuals, both men and women. Several of them are not. They are outsiders, also appearing to be looking for a good time. And you see on the right-hand side, just as you enter the room, there is another little podium with a woman who is very scantily clad, drow woman, who has a basket on the podium in front of her, also holding a handful of red scarves. And as you enter the room and stuff, she will kind of hold up the red scarves and be like, "Are we interested in having a good time this evening?"
Are we all here, or did
What color
No, this
coin
is-
you need?
follow?
And this is as you enter. The whole group is kind of together.
What color coin?
Did she not get enough allotted for more comfy clothes? They really skipped out on her family's clothing.
Oh no, it's quite comfortable, my dear. Quite comfortable.
You got me right in the nose. It hurts.
So cold.
Well, if you think I'm cold, perhaps you would like to warm me up instead. You see that she also has a red scarf around.
Well, I've heard
So
sharing
how-
bodies is great. I'm just gonna look for food.
Not a problem. The bar on the left and the back, dear. And remember, the
How-
service is always open. Should you change
How
your
do
mind?
the red scarves work?
It's very simple. You wear a scarf, you are showing interest. You can approach other people wearing a red scarf or let them approach you, your choice. Should both parties consent, rooms are available. You can ask Arnaldus at the front.
I would like a scarf.
Not a
I
problem.
would also like a scarf.
And she will take
It'll be-
2 red scarves and she will come over and tie them very gently and daintily around your arms herself.
It's going to be very awkward when Mimi and I wake up in the same bed.
No!
Zen just
So-
looks at
Just
you in
put a gummy
disgust.
worm in my mouth.
I told you guys this was going to be a horny arc. I don't know why you weren't prepared for this.
I wasn't
Mowgli.
prepared for that statement.
Mowgli will tell you. The Drow are very sexually
Progressive.
open.
Yes.
Yeah. This is all in lore, okay? This is lore accurate Menzoberanzzen. It's very well known for its brothels.
The creator of the Forgotten Realms wrote some really weird shit about the Drow.
No, R.A. Salvatore was a lot of it. All right, let's be honest.
I should find you this post that Ed Greenwood wrote. It's kind of fucked up.
Anyway, so you all enter the main common room here. Aggy and Mimi have both accepted red scarves. I assume Reyleth hasn't. I assume Zen hasn't as well. But you are
Right.
free to peruse and purvey yourself of the common room as you see fit. What are you guys doing? I know you said you want to go to sleep and that you're spending the night and stuff, but you have a couple hours before it would technically be nightfall. It's still very busy and very open and stuff in here. You guys can hang out or you can go straight to bed. It's your choice.
Reyleth is gonna look for a meal and then try to probably get information about the cathedral. So she'll be asking around after that.
And
So
I
she'd
would
be
be
approaching.
following Reyleth because that's my master.
You are not. No.
You don't have the leash anymore, but
It's okay.
I mean it's still on technically, I guess, but
Right.
she's not holding it.
Gotta stay close.
So you can follow her to the bar. It's very easy to order food. They have a very wide selection. You guys can pretty much get whatever you want. They don't charge you anything as long as you paid for the room for the night, which if you show your key, you can prove you have.
Wow.
So meal included with service. It is a full service brothel here.
Damn, that's why it's so expensive.
Yeah, Reyleth
Well,
is gonna
we don't know that.
walk up.
Well, yeah.
I mean, the buffets at strip clubs are always great, so
Look, strip clubs have some of the best goddamn wings known to man. Okay.
yeah.
That tracks. Well, I'm gonna grab something light to eat, and then Mimi's hitting the dance floor.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, easy peasy. You can order a salad or something and then go hit the dance floor. Music, again, very lively, very open. You see, as you head towards the dance floor, there are a lot of people with red scarves. There are several people without red scarves. And you see probably, I'm trying to think. What would be maybe 5 people that are kind of standing around the outside edges of the room. They're not moving. They're almost standing at attention. You see drow males that are dressed in this kind of very tight-fitting leather armor. Not clothes, but armor. With swords and stuff at their side. And you would see a scene, I think, where someone with a red scarf approaches someone without a scarf, and they seem to be getting a little pushy, a little bit too intense. Alcohol and the party environment and kind of so on and so forth. You would see one of these guards step forward and then separate the two, take the one who is being a little bit too pushy, take the scarf off of their arm, and then escort them out of the building. It is very free and open here, but obviously there are some rules that you would kind of have to follow. seems like some rules are lax, where inside the building there are probably some rules that are not so lax. If you catch my drift, you'll have to be a little bit careful, depending on how things go and stuff here. But yeah, I mean, the dance floor is open, music is bopping, and it's a fun time out there. You looking to do anything particular on the dance floor, or just make a fool of yourself?
Oh, 1,000% make a fool of myself.
Okay, well, you are the center of attention for the next like 15 minutes on the dance floor, while we go to see what everybody else is doing. After Zin and Reyleth acquire food, I assume you guys are gonna like head to a table or something to eat, or
Yeah, I feel like she would have walked up to the bar to like order food, but like be like, where do we acquire our rations?
rations. We the guy at the bar, once again a drow male. We don't really serve rations. Yeah, not really.
Well, how do you decide how much food we get?
You get a serving. Want more? You get 2 or 3.
If we
I don't
want
think you can fit 3 if
more?
I'm being honest. Yeah.
Reyleth is broken, and then proceeds to just order a small one serving anyway of something.
I mean, yeah. They have a quite extensive menu: beef, pork, chicken, lamb. They have a couple other things as well. Also some weird stuff. They're serving scorpion. You don't know where they got scorpion. They're serving it. It's the whole thing. They're also serving something called Displacer Beast. It's a whole thing.
Sometimes it just vanishes off your plate.
I almost spit that everywhere.
Gotta catch your food first.
Zen, did they just? Am I dreaming? Did they just say we can have more? Yes, time dreaming.
This
or yes,
entire
did they said
arc
I
is
can
just
have more.
silent then.
Which one?
Zin is protesting, I think.
I'll take 1 Displacer Beast and 1 mead.
All right, not a problem. Food's out in less than a minute.
Yes!
Oh.
High service bar.
You're right. I gotta go get some
We didn't
alcohol.
have to wait. They didn't sit here just like measuring the food that they give us. I'm confused. Are they wealthy here? Are they not having to like limit what everyone gets to make sure everyone eats? There seem to be a lot of people here. What if they run out of food?
I think this is a utopia. I think this is what heaven is like.
I don't think we're ever leaving. Men fucked
We should
up.
never leave. I'm never leaving this place ever again.
Technically, you guys have enough gold to stay here for over a year. Almost 2 years.
My point stands. We are staying here the rest of our lives.
I don't think Zen would appreciate
Till you
that.
drink yourself to death.
He's being really quiet and it scares me. You know
He's
you
just
can talk
being
in here,
moody.
right? You can speak in here. You can speak. You can not have to have a leash. You can why are you acting this way?
He's starting to like it.
Eat your salad and leave.
Girl, I'm on the dance floor.
Her salad going, okay.
Mhm.
I think
Okay.
Aggie is going to kind of head towards where the band is because like there's not a whole lot of live music at Astra.
Yeah, there's not.
And Aggie likes to play instruments, so I think he's going to try and get in with the band somehow.
Okay. What instrument do you play? You have the
I am proficient in the tantan,
Mhm.
which is my little side drum. and a flute.
If you say bagpipe.
And a flute. Okay.
Hmm?
Give me a performance check.
I did not pick bagpipes because I'm not a sadist. All right.
Not Reggie.
Thank God.
Reggie was
A performance check.
Mhm.
That is a 21.
21. Okay. You're a little bit nervous at first, right? Because like you've probably not played music outside of like your common room at home kind of thing. You know what I mean? Because again, live music, like you said, not super common in the city of Astra. But I mean, the music, the vibe, and everything. You know, you start to recognize the key. It's a little bit different than the music you learned in Astra. A little different, but you kind of sit off to yourself on the side for just a little bit, pick out a few notes on the flute. Once you figure out the key and once you figure out the tempo and stuff like that, you kind of start playing off by yourself. You're not really with the band, if that makes sense. Not at first. But as you grow a little bit more confident and your flute grows just a little bit louder, you start picking out this beautiful melody to go on top of the music. And the band members, you can see them start to kind of see what's going on. They can see you off to the side of the stage and stuff. And one of them kind of like one of the guys playing the lyre kind of throws his hand up and waves to you and invites you to come on. And you see like two of the members at the front that are playing the flute begin to catch on to the notes that you're playing. Just a really simple melody that continues to repeat. And then they invite you up on top of the stage, right up in front, right in between the two main flute players, and they begin to copy your notes, and then you begin to copy the notes that the like upright bass player is playing, and then kind of starts to loop in on itself until you just got this whole jazz thing going on where everybody's improvising off of everybody. The key keeps changing, the tempo keeps changing, but you're feeling it and they're feeling it and everyone's in the moment, and it's just a whole thing. And the energy in the place just starts to ramp up higher and higher and higher. People are cheering. The dance floor is moving. They start moving. The dance floor is already pretty big, but they begin to push tables out of the side because more and more people are coming until kind of like a full-on like metal show or something. The crowd is all the way up against the stage. People are jumping. It's a whole thing, and you are kind of the star of the whole thing in the middle of it. Kind of moving back and forth across the stage. You've got people throwing like copper coins and stuff onto the top. There's another drow with a hat who's kind of moving back and forth in front of the crowd, collecting little bits and pieces of coins and stuff like that. And he's throwing his hands up and cheering everybody on, and it's a whole thing. It's an experience for you, I think. It would really be, I don't want to say life-changing necessarily, but it'd be something you would never have experienced before. And you find that you enjoy it. You do a fantastic job. So for the next like 30 to 45 minutes and stuff, you are in to this show. It's great, to be honest with you.
Then
I
Aggie
just like
said
the
something?
juxtaposition of Aggie just going to town, playing this crazy song with the band while Mimi's in the crowd doing the Elaine dance from Seinfeld.
At some point, Mimi's definitely doing the worm.
Oh,
Yep, yep.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's definitely
Yes.
doing the worm, and the thing is, like, the way the energy and stuff is, I don't know if you've ever been to like a really high energy metal show, but let me tell you a story about a bunch of people who decided to sit down in the middle of a mosh pit and row. Okay, now here's the thing: when the energy is so high, it's the greatest thing. You could be doing the stupidest thing ever. So she starts doing the worm, but here's the thing: other people are like, "Holy shit, she's doing the worm! Fuck it, let me get in." So then you have just a crowd of people flopping around doing the worm for like 5 or 10
Everybody do
minutes.
the flop?
For like 5 minutes, there's several people, like a little mosh pit, all doing the worm. It's a whole thing. Like the music is that good. Things happen when you're at a high energy show, man. Like,
I'm glad we're not doing that. Reyleth says as she comes back with her second plate of food. The
Hell
forbidden
yeah.
second plate.
The forbidden plate.
Only if you don't know how to talk to people. Yeah, steal your. Oh, I'm not even there. Never mind.
Yeah, you're jamming out. I'm dancing. They're eating.
Mimi's having a great time on the dance floor, and Reyleth and Zin are
Absolutely.
chowing down over there. This continues, like I said, about 30 or 45 minutes or so. The kind of concert continues and everything else before the energy kind of starts to die down, as things do in this show. The song ends, and at kind of close to the end of the song, once you finally get all that energy out, Aggy, this drow individual that was collecting these coins and stuff, you see him kind of off to the side. He pours it out, counts out a few, and then comes over with a handful of coins, a gold, a couple silver pieces, and a few copper. And he goes, that was a great show, man. Yeah, that was 10 out of 10. That was fantastic. Look, normally we don't do this, right? But I mean, look, we've made more tonight than we've made all week. Here's your cut if you want it.
Wait, I'll take the money. And be like, wait, you play for metal? What?
Well, no, we don't play metal. Not really. More of a
No, but
improv
but
jazz, but
they give you metal as like a way of gratitude.
yeah, like it's coins, it's currency.
What?
That's a gold piece, my guy. Like that's a week's worth of.
You do. This is how you make. This is how you survive. Is you play music and brothels all night.
Yeah, we make good money
Fucking
here.
never leaving.
We make good money here. We do pretty good actually. It's one of the better playing spots in the city.
I got another night's worth of staying here at least. Hell yeah.
Meanwhile, the two of you, Zin and Reyleth, you guys are just now finishing up your meal and stuff, kind of setting off to the table. When a familiar figure comes and plops down in the seat across from you, Claudia and her companion Diomedes have finished their shopping and managed to work their way over to your table. You see them sit down. You see both of them have red scarves around their arms. And as they kind of sit down at the table, both with a plate of food, Claudia goes, it seems like you did make it after all.
We came straight here. After, yeah.
Yeah, okay,
They
well.
give you 2 plates of food, and they don't measure it out here? Are you guys gonna starve eventually?
Well, hopefully not,
Are they
but
gonna run out of food?
no, I've never seen this place run out of food. I've seen nights much busier than this when,
Come from?
well, some of it's from the surface, I suppose, but they do have farms and stuff here. Kind of further out into the Underdark, I think. I've never seen them myself, but I'm not a farm girl. Never have been.
She takes a bite of her food again, just savoring the fact that she's allowed to have 2 plates.
Well, you'll be happy to know that I did some digging, looking around and asking for ambrosia, and it turns out there is ambrosia in the city. You can find it at the cathedral, apparently. Lolth is quite common of showing off how much she has. That being said, you're never going to get your hands on it. Apparently they keep it under lock, key, and guard.
And that's all of it in the city?
That I know of, that I could find. I mean, they're quite open about it, but it's more of like a museum art piece or something more than accessible. It's not really used. They just kind of show it off. I did learn something interesting about it, though. Apparently, ambrosia is quite rare because it can only be created by the most devoted to the gods. What that means, I'm not sure, but apparently only the high priests and priestesses of Lolth make it. The fact that she's showing it off apparently means that she's showing off how many she has devoted to her. quite a piece of power, if I'm being honest, which fits with this city.
I want to whisper in Reyleth's ear. How do we get to the cathedral? Ask them.
You can anyone just go into the cathedral?
Well, you can visit, but I mean, certain parts of it, of course, are blocked off. I've been up there myself just to see what things are like. You know, I am a servant of Palor, but viewing the cathedrals and worshipping places of other gods is kind of a curiosity every once in a while. I've been to churches of Loth. I've been to one of the altars of the Raven Queen, a few others.
Why would there need to be a queen of Raven?
Oh, another god thing. Don't worry about it.
Sounds like a really weird god.
There are a lot of gods, and some of them are quite weird. Well,
Thank
I'm gonna wander back to the table.
I'm
Find
gonna
them.
whisper back in Reyleth's ear and ask her the location.
the location of the ambrosia.
No, silly. The cathedral.
Where's the cathedral? Actually, do you know what? Does this place have a map that's not hand drawn by my friend?
It's located at the top of the spire, or the top of the tallest spire in the city.
yeah, I did kind of describe the fact that the cathedral sits
yeah,
on
you
top of the city
described
itself. Like it's kind of unmissable, really. It is the
there a
largest
map
structure
of
in the
the
city.
cathedral, so we don't get lost in
Uh,
traffic.
Well, I mean, I don't know the answer to that question, if I'm being honest.
There
Oh,
a brochure of the cathedral, please. We have to know.
as Mimi approaches the table, kind of coming back, now all sweaty and kind of messy and stuff from the from all the dancing, you see Claudia perks up.
Hello, everybody. Aren't you just having the most delightful of times?
Oh, we are. Oh, we are. You see, she's kind of starts playing with the little red scarf on her arm. Glancing very obviously at the one that you also have tied on your arm. You see
Aren't
Diomedes
these
leans down.
things-
Down, girl. You see her go.
I think she's hyperventilating.
So-
Mimi, you need to put down the drink when you try to, breathe instead of inhale it. Mm.
So, what are y'all up to tonight?
Well, we're hanging out and taking in some of the local services. Just enjoying the evening, seeing where it takes us.
Well, I just got back from it, but since you just got here, would you like to join me on the dance
I would
floor?
love to join you on the dance floor, please. So she hops up and Diomedes just shakes his head.
Are they okay? Is dancing contagious? We live in Astro. What is joy?
I love how absolutely. You know what? If you don't already have inspiration, please take inspiration. The absolutely clueless behavior is probably the best part of the night. I love it.
Aggy's going to come rushing
You're
up and
absolutely dedicated.
be like, Zen, they give you money for playing music here. I want to be so rich.
Oh my gosh.
The women also love musicians. I want to go climb over this drow later. And just walk away.
I just reach out like,
um,
And he's gone. He's already in the crowd.
Is he gonna be okay alone? I mean, I guess he's not alone, but is he gonna be safe with that drow?
Don't help him.
What if
He's
he gets
exactly
somebody
where he
else
wants
turned
to
into
be.
his puppet?
S-
Does puppets
Aggy's gonna
exist
break
here?
twice today. All right, let's
She
just say
looks-
that.
She's gonna look to fuck, what was his name? Diomedes. She's gonna look to him and be like, "Do they have puppets here?"
Oh God, puppets.
Puppets? I've never heard of such a thing.
Weird, creepy, crawly, wooden spider puppet.
You know, now that you mention it, there's probably a few at one of the theaters around here.
Oh no.
Spiders are kind of a thing here in Menzoberanzzen.
Then he's gonna be in danger, and he's gonna endanger another random person. What if they steal their soul?
Well, hold on. I don't think they run around stealing anybody's soul. But,
They do. I can tell you that for a fact.
Zin, I need you to smash. Just give her one of the good old stop talking.
Spider puppets are powerful creatures.
right.
I
God, fear
console
them.
Reyleth.
You what?
Console.
Well, I'm going to go find myself some fun for the evening.
Good luck to you. I
Oh,
hear the band is fantastic.
I point at Mimi though, and point at her red.
To be fair, I think Claudia has found her own fun, but I prefer something a little more masculine. And you see he steps off into the crowd.
He prefers the company of a woman, and he prefers the company of someone masculine. How does their relationship work? Are they miserable? This place is weird. I'm gonna go get the forbidden third plate and then go to
In third place. The
I
night.
would just motion to her, me too. Like,
Yeah, third plate, let's go. They said more.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna be hungry for days.
I don't think that's how that works.
Anyway, the night continues on. You get a third plate of food. The dancing continues, and I gotta say, Mimi Claudia is she's into it. She's having a lot of fun, like a lot, like a lot of fun. Things get kind of close, and she begins to kind of do the classic dancing on you thing more than dancing with you thing, and then eventually she kind of gets close and she goes, so don't get me wrong, the dancing is fun, but perhaps we can.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank God. I do have to tell you that I spend a lot of time in the missionary, but I'm not a missionary girl. You okay with that?
I just nod vigorously.
She grabs you by the hand, leads you through the dance floor, and leads you up to your rooms. Now, as she...
I'm sorry, Mowgli going and sitting off in the distance, shaking his head disappointedly is concerning.
She takes you to the room, and she pulls out a key very similar to the key that you have. It's worth noting that her room is room number 3, and your room number 5. You know that Reyleth has room number 4, and then it continues down from there with Aggy, room number 6, Zin in room number 7. Kind of keeping everybody kind of close together and stuff. Mainly being her room is right next to Isis. Everything is, going quite swimmingly. You open up the door. There's that kind of classic kind of rom-com thing of where she's like really kind of jittery and excited, so she kind of drops the key a little bit and she bends over to get it. When she does that kind of classic oops and just so happens to bump against you kind of thing or whatever. She's already with one hand kind of opening the door, the other hand is already kind of undoing the buttons and stuff on her robe, pulling off the outer layer and stuff. And she opens up the door and kind of pushes in and moves into the room. And when she does, you feel a hand on your shoulder from behind you. Arnaldus is standing there. The rest of the hallway is completely empty. And he says, "Now, I know this is going to seem really odd, but I would suggest you not enter that room."
What?
And then from inside, you hear Claudia's voice. "Aren't you coming?"
Arnaldus, I need a reason.
Well, you see, the mistress has informed me that things might not quite be as they appear. Claudia's voice continues again. Mimi, aren't you... And you kind of look into the room. The room itself is kind of darkened. No lights are really on or anything in there, but you see Claudia kind of peeks out from around the edge of the door. And you can imagine like a hotel room where there's like a hallway before it opens up into the main room. You know what I'm saying? And you can see she's peeking out from around, and you can see her robe has been removed for the most part. She has some kind of like nightgown or very sheer underclothing or something like that on. You can see a bare leg kind of posting out from around the side of it. Her face, her hair is in a mess where she's been dancing and stuff, and it's very cute, very hot.
You can't let me have one thing?
The mistress has told me to inform you that should you enter that room, you may not exit alive. And you see he kind of turns his head, and he cocks his head as though he's listening to something. Actually, it would seem that she wishes to speak to you herself. And you see he immediately kind of drops down to one leg. One knee on the ground, head bent, bowed, as a door opens up next door. So, not Zen's room, but the room right next door to Claudia's room. It would be room number 2. And you see a woman step out of the door. She's drow, white hair, very, very long, all the way down to her waist. She is perhaps more scantily clad than the woman that you saw with the red scarves. Really just straps and strings, showing off tons and tons of skin. Very, very beautiful. I'm talking like flawless skin, perfect button nose, sharp ears, so on and so forth. As she enters the hallway and takes a look at you, and your eyes meet, two things happen. The first is that you get the sense that you are not being looked at by two eyes. The impression that you get is that you are being stared at by 8. The other thing is that when she moves down the hallway, you get a sense, a very heavy sense of something enormous shifting in the background of the hallway, with 8 limbs spreading wide, and a heavy, heavy bulk shifting into place, now focusing entirely on you. There's nothing there. You don't see anything in the hallway, but you can feel something momentous behind this woman. What do you do?
I'm a little slack jawed. Um, it, um, I, the pleasure's mine. Um, it's he's spoken highly of you. I am a little curious as to why you would warn me about a entanglement of sorts.
I am very, very peculiar about other individuals in my territory.
Was that was that gonna become a meal? And not the fun kind.
Not quite. You hear Claudia again. Mimi, are you coming or not? You're kind of starting to hurt. I thought we had something.
Sorry, I'm kind of talking. There's this lady that, and I don't know what's happening. Maybe I should just,
It's worth
maybe I
noting.
should just go back.
It's worth noting. Claudia doesn't seem to be reacting to Arnaldus or this other woman in the hallway at all. Almost as if she doesn't realize they're there or care about them being there. Something is off about the way that she's acting. And it starts to grow less sexy and more uncomfortable. More weird.
All right, mistress. I think I'll take your word for it. I, I'll go back and find my friends. Good night, Claudia.
I wasn't talking about Claudia.
Huh?
Go sleep with the drider. I mean, sorry.
What are you and your friends doing here?
Well, shopping. I I'm a little confused. Is there something you need?
Your friend Kaine is not as clever as she thinks.
I straighten up.
Your necklaces prevent me from scrying on you, but perhaps she doesn't understand that the absence of something is just as conspicuous as it being in front of me. And when not one, but two other deific beings send people into my city,
Two?
I begin to grow a little bit irritated.
Well, uh, my apologies. Of course, she did mention that you'd probably be a little irritated. I wish I had more of a choice in the matter. Um, hello. I'm sorry for troubles, or I suppose lack of. I'm not sure. Um, someone else is here?
Your friend, the servant of Palor. She reaches out her hand. When she does, she grabs what appears to be a bright golden thread just to the side of your head, like within inches of you. And she grabs it and gives it a yank. And when she does, Claudia comes flying down the hallway and then lands on the floor in between the two of you. And you see that
What the hell?
Claudia is holding an axe in her hand.
What the fuck? Okay. What the fuck is going on?
She gives you, the drow woman gives you a very discerning look. The fact that that little upstart would send you here with no information is troublesome in and of itself, I think. Whereas this one, and as she does, she kind of pulls back her heels. She is wearing heels. And then kicks Claudia in the side of the head. Claudia almost immediately goes unconscious. She knows full well what she's doing. You don't know why you're here, do you?
I mean, ever so vaguely, but not really.
Why did she send you here?
She needs ambrosia.
Why?
What's his face? She got in a fight with the enforcer, I think. What's his name? Curse wound.
You're going to need to be a little bit more specific.
Okay. Okay. Okay, hold on. Pause.
The Ardent.
Pause. Thank you. The Ardent. She fought with him. And now there's a giant hole in her side, and she can't really heal it unless we have like what is it? Undo curse or something like that. Or she asked for the ambrosia because none of us can do that.
She fought the Ardent.
Yes.
She survived.
Yeah.
You see that she gives a little, like, almost nod of respect. Like a, oh shit, kind of, that kind of thing. What has she done to piss off the council?
That's a good question. She just refers to us as her lemmings, and we're just kind of supposed to help her with like her little thing with the gods and stuff, which we're still learning about because we don't know anything, and it's always a lot of fun. Um, but if I had to guess, a lot of things.
You can see she's thinking, taking in the information that she has. You know what I find the most interesting about you standing here?
Wish I could say I did.
You're not afraid. Whether that be for cowardice or bravery is to be determined. But fear has a very distinct scent. Have you ever felt fear, young one? I don't mean being scared of heights or scared of spiders. I mean true fear. The kind of fear that grips your spine and sends its fingers into your veins. The kind that leaves no fight or flight response. Frozen.
Perhaps only once I've come close to that I can recall. But we also come from a place where fear is not an option if you can fight. There's hope.
Curious. That type of fear leaves a very distinct scent. It's hard to describe, but it is very noticeable to one who has smelled it before. I smell it all the time. Prey comes weak. Not too long ago, I visited the council myself. When I did, that scent was unmistakable. The council is scared of something. And your little rebellious teenager well, I'm curious to see what happens. Arnaldus, we require ambrosia. And Arnaldus has not moved this entire time. When she says this, you see he looks up. Yes, mistress. And you see he gets down on both knees, kind of sets himself up so that he's sitting up, reaches into his belt and pulls out a dagger, and begins to raise the sleeves on his shirt.
The most devoted of followers.
And then proceeds to cut himself down his arms on both sides and begins to bleed. She reaches forward and pulls up a small vial. Not very big. Maybe the length of your finger. Maybe the width of it too.
Wow.
And begins to gather a golden liquid from the air. Your teacher, I guess you would call her, is making waves. The council has been stagnant for centuries. Palor, Apollo, Helios, Amaterasu, whatever you want to call him, he is growing weak. I know what your friend Kaine has been doing. Her investigation into the new gods. I myself have been doing my own investigation. As I said before, the council is scared. They raise new gods for an army. An army for what? My web is infinite, and I assure you, whatever happens, I will be safe. But I am very, very curious as to what holes may exist in their webs, where I might form my own in their place. Do you understand
This
what I'm
benefits.
saying here?
An information trade of sorts, I'm guessing.
I will help your friend. Arnaldus, continuing to bleed out in the background, grows weak, begins to slump, fall over. But tell your hour, and you see she grins, and you see two very sharp fangs in her grin. Our friend, that this help does not come without a price. If she's indisposed, you must accept that for her. The bottle finishes filling and she holds it.
Am I able to? Because I know in the very beginning when we made our pledge, we had that feeling. Um, is it possible to kind of focus on that to maybe contact men? Kayane?
Do.
Dora.
You did.
Me tries to go home with a hot woman. She tries to kill me.
It was gonna
Can we
happen to
put-
whoever went with her. You just happened to be the one of the only ones that accepted a scarf. And Mowgli ran off with a drow. So.
Wow.
I'm getting mine.
Becomes invisible, can't be targeted by divination spells or perceived drawing sensors created by the divination. The falls divination time ceases to flow, and it doesn't grow older. No, you cannot.
You know what? If I know one thing, it's that though she may loathe it, because she was worried about this in the first place, she has goals to achieve. My only question is along the lines of what this favor could be, or payment in question.
Simply tell her that when the time comes, I will decide what the favor should be. Tell her she owes me one.
If she owes you one, then it is not something that is prolonged, just an instance.
Perhaps.
I don't think it's fair to keep it so open-ended.
Things
I
are
have to
rarely
speak.
fair amongst the gods.
Then can we at least agree it won't put my friends in danger, at the least?
As long as they don't get in my way.
I accept.
He takes you in for a moment longer, then hands you the golden vial.
Take it.
Now, while you may be here not necessarily of your own accord, this one, she looks down at Claudia. She knew what she was doing. When her god called to her, she accepted it without question. That I cannot forgive. You see, she reaches down and grabs Claudia by her hair, picks her up, full body, foot off the ground.
Oh.
I have worked. I suggest you take your evening, then get out of my city. You are still here by tomorrow evening. Our deal is off. She grins
Understood.
again, showing fangs, and you feel this momentous weight behind her shift again as she turns down the hallway and enters the door again where she exited before. Arnaldus's body is still on the ground, and you hear the door close, and almost immediately as the door closes, the screams start in Claudia's voice. And I think that is where we're going to end our session. So, thank you all for tuning in. If you want to ask questions about the episode, or if you want to hear us talk about the episode, because I think there's going to be a lot of stuff to talk about during this, stick around for bonus action. We'll be back in just a few minutes, and we'll see you all very soon. Take care.
you guys. Lovely PD and Oxford stuff.
Yesterday. I am muted still. I did all of that.
You were
and I
so bad at
I
this
fucking
today.
suck at this.
You were so bad at this today.
Anyway, as I was saying, a huge shout out to PVJ for for all the gifted subs and for being our very first subscriber. And another shout out to Sojada98 for the follow. Thank you guys for showing support to the show. We appreciate you so much. It's not even funny. But seriously, big shout outs to both of you guys. In equal measure, followers just as much as subs at this point. But this is bonus action. This is where we talk about the show. We also answer questions from chat and stuff if you guys have any. So if you do have any questions, drop them in chat and we can talk about it as we talk about the rest of the stuff. But pretty intense episode this time. I knew I wanted to give you guys a tiny breath of fresh air before dropping some more shit on you. So I want to know the first question we always ask. How did you guys feel about the episode? What did you guys think?
Fuck yeah, but also fuck off. I wanted a pretty lady.
I wanted to figure out a way to infiltrate the Trout Cathedral and steal some ambrosia.
Look, we haven't been told that she's made a deal or if she has it. Reyleth is down here just being like finishing her third forbidden plate and just like plotting that like, okay, well we can't get a map for the place, but maybe we can go scout it out. Like
Yeah, I will say as a DM, I have to give a massive shout out to Courtney here for the clueless behavior. The
everything's new.
Talking
like,
about the
even other
rations,
rituals
the
we've gone
currency and
through.
stuff. Yeah, like, and that's the thing. Like, this is also a new experience for you guys. You guys haven't experienced like a full city. You guys have like the space of Sharn, sure, but there's no people there. You guys don't know what life is like in a normal place. Granted, I don't know that Menzoberanzzen is really normal. There's definitely some weird stuff about it, but probably the closest thing you guys have ever seen.
You're
Yeah.
gonna have to drag Aggy out of the prancing pony.
Them telling us you have one day and Aggy being like, I'm playing again tomorrow.
Good thing.
Yeah.
Good thing they have a leash to do it with, right?
Oh.
You're not
The
wrong.
leash was so like I'm just
I
sitting
know, I
here,
was just
right?
like-
Like the moment you say we have to have them on leashes, I'm like, I'm gonna end up holding Zen's leash.
You are.
Because
I was
if
literally
Aggie
going
goes
to
running
ask.
off, I was literally gonna get dragged by this little short dude while I'm trying to fly, and I know Zen won't like act
You can
out,
reason
so
with
like
him.
he'd be the easier one to like. I need that scene drawn. I'm gonna ask Beans if she's any good with scenes because I might have to commission the Aggie like being held down and sat on while getting a leash put on him, and Reyleth over there just calmly trying to talk to Zen and just passing him the thing
It's
like,
literally
sorry, buddy.
him as a
Keep it in
Doberman,
the-
and then Aggie could be like a little Jack Russell.
Yeah.
He's a
I
chihuahua.
can see him being a Jack Russell.
Little angry
All
Pomeranian
the energy
over here. With how
Ooh.
much poof he has on his head, he's just an angry Pomeranian.
I can see Pomeranian.
Yeah, I can see it. And I gotta say, Zen is definitely German Shepherd. Like that's a German Shepherd or a Border Collie, one of the two.
You telling me I have no power, no authority,
You don't
nothing?
be, though.
I'm not a citizen. I'm not looked at as a person. There's
Yeah,
nothing
not-
for me to say.
Not in
It's not-
Menzoberanzzen, and I do kind of want to talk about that because I know 3 of you have no idea what Menzoberanzzen is. And
No, this was wild.
and I want to reiterate, this is lore accurate Menzoberanzzen. Like, this is in the books. This is official D&D content.
Wow.
You know, there are times when I'm like, I wish I knew more about this, like the AO moment, like, but at the same time, I was happy I didn't because like my brain didn't immediately go like, hey, I'm getting a wish. That's what this is. And stuff. Like, even though it was like a possible thought in my head, like so not knowing some of the stuff is more fun because like I can be just as clueless as my character being tossed into it.
Yeah.
Now, if it's an area we like grew up in or something and we're supposed to know a little bit, I'd probably be like, okay, give me a little bit of the source material so I can pretend I'm like a native to this place. But
Yeah, it's definitely one of the fun things about doing the kind of world hopping thing that we're doing, because like Menzoberanzzen exists in official D&D lore. It is part of the Forgotten Realms. It's part of like you can technically go there and stuff from the Sword Coast and stuff like that, like the places that we would normally play a regular D&D game. But Menzoberanzzen is from like very older editions of Dungeons and Dragons, where certain proclivities of certain authors and stuff like that are definitely forefront, perhaps more than other places. It's not quite as, I don't want to say the word sanitized, because I do think modern D&D is better for it, but it was a lot weirder back in the day, to say the least. And this is what it used to be like. Menzoberanzzen is still a big part of the lore. They haven't really played around with it in 5e at all yet that I'm aware of. I know they have Escape from the Underdark.
It plays heavily in Out of the Abyss, if you ever played that adventure.
Yeah, I know Out of the Abyss exists, but is Menzoberanzzen in there? Like, is it a big part? Because I thought the whole part was...
There's a big part where you're in the city, and you can have like the final like showdown in the city if you wanted to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with that module and stuff, but like, but yeah, like I said, this is lore accurate Menzoberanzzen. This is what it's like in Drow culture. And I was like, man, I kind of really want to play around with that, because it'd be funny as hell to see their reactions to what it's like there. So yeah, what do you guys think of Menzoberanzzen in particular? That particular kind of culture is very different than anything else y'all are gonna see.
I was also worried we were gonna spend a whole arc here.
Oh.
I was really scared we were gonna have to find a way to fight with these boys on leashes. Like,
I thought that was gonna be part of the fun, like part of the like. It would be given like a very interesting combat if we had to. Aggy just being whipped around by Mimi.
He is the weapon.
Yeah.
I know. Well, that's exactly what I was thinking when I saw the other like, tug on the leashes and they'd fucking attack this man. I'm like, yeah, Aggy could do that.
By Aggy could do that is you could just pummel someone to death with Aggy.
I could see it happening.
Because I'll tell you right now, I have an unarmored strike. I do 0 damage if I do unarmored strike.
Look,
0.
Well, if I used an improvised weapon,
he was gonna rage.
I'm loving the unlimited amount of food that we could have.
That part was beautiful. Like, Reyleth is just sitting here like, wait, we can have more? Because like she's always kind of like stuck to the mindset of like I went straight to another campaign.
Astra.
Yeah, Astra. Like she's been stuck in that mindset of like, hey, you get what you're given, you don't ask for more. Like half the reason she joined the Guardian Corps and stuff is because like she was told that like, hey, families and stuff are also given a little bit more for you working and stuff. So her family is also being supplied for slightly better. It improved their like state of living too.
Survivability.
So, yeah, well, basically. I'm echoing really bad for you again. I don't know if you bumped your mic or something.
Yeah, I do.
When you got up.
I have not. But...
I just want to let you guys know that you guys had a lot of food, and Aggy, who is lore accurate of always eating, was like, I'll eat a little bit of that. Let me go do this thing over here. This new, brand new, shiny thing that I've never experienced in my life.
and got to show off skills, which was really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And you did well. You rolled well. Your dice didn't betray
I
you
know.
this time.
I
You were trying
know.
to do
Love
I know.
that.
Yeah. And
The lowest I rolled tonight was a 9. I was so happy.
yeah, and that's it's worth noting that part of that is kind of what I wanted from this episode, and like probably the beginning of the next episode and stuff was to give you guys, like, I wanted the party especially and the players to be, you know, very giggly and to have like a lot of jokes and stuff. And, you know, I was making the sex jokes. I had the whole, you know, thing going on. I had the puns and stuff going on. I had, you know, Aggy doing this whole scene and have this like big feeling of, you know, everything's okay while we're here, and then immediately interrupt that with something as simple as a hand on the shoulder. You know what I mean? Like, all of a sudden, everything takes a really, really stark turn back into something completely different. I kind of wanted that for you guys to let you know that, like, danger's always around the corner. Always. You know what I mean? It's a thing. And I feel like I got that over pretty well. I think I may have put Mimi in the headlights there for a minute. Sammy, and put the spotlight on Sammy in particular. Which was interestingly enough, luck of the draw, because I knew out of 4 players, somebody was going to accept a red scarf, and the question for who that scene played out with was determined entirely by that choice. So I want you guys to know that.
I think I lucked out that I was like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's funny because, like, I knew Courtney wouldn't do it, because not just because of the character, not just because of Reyleth, but because Courtney. She'd never be able to.
I'm gonna fight you.
She'd never be
I
able to
tried
try
to
role playing
romance
something
one
like that.
PC, one player character, one time, and both of our characters were meant to be awkward at it. And I won't ever not get shit for this.
It was
that was horrible.
It was so
It was
bad.
horrible. It was purposefully horrible though, because Jen is a naive little shit,
Keep telling yourself
and
that.
all Nissa knows is smut books. So it was a really weird time.
And then there's me over here going, okay.
Yeah. But I also didn't want to do, even with all that and stuff, I didn't want to do an episode without a little bit of lore to leave you guys thinking. We got a couple big pieces in this. So we got the Vecna name drop, which is interesting.
Terrifying. I don't want that to come into play later.
Yeah, we've got Lolth.
He's multiverse, so like if we're continuing weird verses and stuff, Vecna could totally be a thing. I don't like.
Technically, all the gods are multiverse. All of them have some kind of play somewhere in the
They're not an
the
Astro.
larger thing. So.
When we found that note in Bryn's laboratory that said V was right or whatever it was, I was like, I wonder who V is. And they said Vecna. I was like, of course it's probably Vecna.
You weren't
Vecna.
trying to. I thought you were trying to like fuck around. I didn't even remember the V thing. I was like,
Yeah.
are you kind of metaing right now, trying to get him to say the Vecna word right now? And then no, you were actually going off the note. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Also, Ash, yes, men were on leashes this episode. This was the kinkiest episode, the horniest episode we've had.
Yep.
Oh my
and,
god,
it
it's a
is.
good one.
It is an interesting episode.
We did escape with no arson this Monday, though.
Yeah, no arson. I miss arson.
That was last Monday.
But yeah, so we got the Vecna name drop, and now you guys have a little bit of context for what was happening in Sharn as well. You have Vecna being the cause of Bryn and wondering why that's a thing. And then you guys have your suspicions that Kai and A may have been K, right? With them two kind of working against each other. It kind of puts some of that stuff into perspective. But also gives you guys a couple more questions, like why are they doing this? And then there was the whole thing at the end talking about the council. Yeah. So drop some more and give you guys more questions simultaneously. I felt pretty good about that part too. But overall, I think this was a fantastic episode. I was super excited for this because I was like, man, I'm gonna fuck with them so hard. Like they're gonna have no idea what's coming.
3 weeks. because we had the Discord issue. Because we played the first, the 8th we couldn't because of the Discord issue, and then last week, Sammy's personal thing.
Yep.
And it worked out because we were both sick. We ended up both getting sick. Like he
I
got
was-
sick,
I was gonna
and then
play
I got
sick
really
anyway.
sick the next day. Oh, I know you would. But it kind of worked out and stuff, so we could like recover a little bit too. But
My voices would have suffered, but it would have been fine. But
Before we leave for the night, can I have you, Shane, read something I want to post in Discord that is about Drow lore in general?
you want me to read it out loud on the podcast?
Yes, I do.
Oh.
I'll give it a look. See, actually, it's gonna fuck up the cameras if I swap.
No!
General.
what are you knowing? Oh wait, hold on. What's in there? Do you want
This
me,
is
you want
from
me to read
Ed
it? I can-
Greenwood, who's the guy who created the Forgotten Realms.
Oh,
and
oh
he
God!
was a
Hold on.
Oh,
Wait.
naughty
such a
little
bad-
boy.
hold on.
The very first words. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
it's
know if I
bad,
want to
dude.
read that. I don't know if I want to read this on the podcast. That is.
This is
Original
lore.
unsweetened liquor?
Yeah.
I don't want to read that.
Ed-
No, I'm not doing that.
Ed
Far less
Greenwood is a
minty than their oh.
dirty little boy, man.
No!
that is actually from Ed. That is crazy.
Yeah. Reading, like, if you look at like Ed Greenwood's background, like he spent most of his youth just writing
Please fix
smut.
that. Please fix the cameras. I'm tired of seeing breast milk in Sammy's spot. Original.
Please.
Man, that is. Look, I knew the drow stuff was messed up, and I knew it was going to be kind of like funny, weird, and a little bit horny when I decided to do this. I did not know that we were going to get that deep into it.
If no one knows what we're talking about and not part of the Discord, go to our
You should join
Discord.
the
It's in the
Discord.
general
Yeah,
chat.
join the Discord.
Concerning.
That
Maybe
is-
we need an 18 plus. I don't
that-
know, man.
that is
it
a
should be
whole
18 plus in our Discord anyway. But
I mean, fair. But yeah, that is a whole piece of information I didn't want to know at all. Like,
Now we do.
yeah, now I have to.
I didn't want that. You know what? This is why I don't read the books.
That's not even the books. That's just Ed
Not
Greenwood
even the
popping
books.
off
That's
in a
just the
Discord
posts
somewhere.
from them. That is awful.
I mean, Ed Greenwood also created a BDSM god that plays a
Oh.
very big role in Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, Ash, I know that you were lurking in like 2 different or maybe even 3 different like things, but do you have any questions about what you were here for?
Does anybody have any questions about? Will you stop patting me? Constance, hold. You guys want to see Constance?
Yes.
They've already seen her through me multiple times. She was over here kicking the shit out of me a second ago.
Don't take away cat privileges.
I just
Yeah.
want to know,
Cat
can
privileges.
then put the
Oh.
food
Uh,
in his
so-
bag?
Yeah, can we take a plate or 6 to go?
We should.
Technically, people can only breathe for like 10 minutes. That implies that it's vacuum sealed. So probably, you can probably put food in a
Then
handy
we're feeding
haversack.
all of Astra. We're gonna be heroes.
I'm getting some.
So
I mean, you can only
Ash,
store a certain amount and stuff.
Essentially, just asking if there's anything you want more details on. Did you have a favorite part?
Yeah,
of the
do you-
episode?
I know you were lurking in multiple things, so it probably was like mixed attention there. But do you have any questions about anything or
You want us to talk more about drow breast milk?
Let's
No,
not.
please don't
maybe-
talk more about don't bring that up to her. She's already talking butts in another chat, okay?
What kind of butts?
Oh.
Oh no!
The butts from Ghost
Oh
of Tsushima.
no!
You guess not.
We've taken away the only interesting thing.
It's not the only interesting thing. There was some fun stuff this episode.
Well, you
I
can
think this episode
you can read the post if you join the Discord. The link should be just below there.
Goodness.
Well, if we don't have any questions that aren't related to drow breast milk from chat, then we are going to go ahead and end this. Like I said, I'm pretty excited about this episode. I do think it's probably our most interesting episode yet because I don't think you guys knew how to react at all. But I am quite
See,
pleased with how it turned out. So
compared to like what Courtney brought up with like, it's useful not knowing the lore, so like you can just
I can be in character so easily with that. Yeah.
yeah,
With me, who knows the lore very, very like I know a lot of the lore of a lot of D&D settings. It was just like the minute you start describing like an open cave, I was like, oh shit, I know where we are.
yeah. I saw the look on your face as soon as I
And
started
then there was
describing
me. Ooh, colorful
the
mushrooms.
tiered city and the city walls. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, and then like the last city we were in, it's like there's a lot of robots, and I was like, ah shit, we're in Sharn, aren't we? Like we're in Eberron. Damn it.
Yeah, that's the fun part about doing stuff is I can use the established lore, but part of the fun thing about doing homebrew is I can also change stuff up and kind of mess around with the lore and stuff if I want to, or I can create my own stuff like Astra, or some places we're gonna go next, and stuff like that. But we can see where the next episodes are gonna go next week, hopefully at 7 p.m. EST. Will be live once again to continue the story with episode 10 and continue this new arc. Mimi has made a deal with the Spider Queen on Kaine's behalf, and we're gonna see how that goes. Because it's interesting. You know the kind of person Kaine is, and you accepted a deal on her behalf. I'm curious as to what the consequences of that are going to
How
be.
I imagine this going. Good news. I've got your healing juice. Bad news.
Bad news.
You're in debt
I
to
had to
Lol.
make a deal. I
Yep.
tried my best to say things about it, and she said no, basically.
So we'll see how that goes. If you guys want to see the consequences of that particular choice, like I said, tune in next week, 7 p.m. If you haven't followed the Discord, please do. It's in the description below. You can follow us on socials and stuff down there. Sometimes we post, sometimes we don't. And hopefully next week we'll have some emotes. We'll see how that goes. But thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you all next week. Till then, take care of each other, love each other, and go buy some dice.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, 2 dice goblins. Raise your
Dice
children to be dragons.
What?
Like that one guy who's got 200 plus people wanting to send his not even 2-year-old dice.
Until then, goodbye. We'll see you next time.